You care if I play a video real quick?
Knock yourself out. We live though.
I mean, we are, but ain't nobody watching. We can do what we want.
That's true. Hit him with the intro.
We can get naked. Nobody would know.
That is true. But hit him with the intro.
All right. Tsunami.
Dreams are meaningful when you work toward them in the real world. If you merely live within the dreams of other people, it's no different from being dead.
It's only natural that you feel afraid right now.
We all possess something inside us that we cannot compromise. It's that inner passion that gives us the strength and courage to fight.
You have no right to tell me what I'm allowed to do or not do, or what knowledge I can or cannot learn.
Don't you know you gotta enjoy life, or it'll slip away?
The world needs all kinds of people. You should do what you wanna do.
Only one small part within the much greater flow. Nothing more than a fraction of the whole. But by putting all those ones together, you get one great all. That's why I won't ever give up.
We are getting stronger with every step we take.
All right, there we go. We can start. All right, I'm posting this on Twix.
Word, that was fire.
Remember Tsunami? We about the same age, I think.
I remember Toonami, and I remember when they canceled Toonami, and I remember Toonami coming back.
I didn't watch it when it came back.
Damn, that's rough.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah, we can talk some Avatar later on. I want to because we never got to have a conversation. Okay, Saggy, this is where it all comes from. You be talking to me, bro, real disrespectfully. You be talking to me like a NPC chud, okay?
Here we go.
And I'm like, bro, like, do you know who I am? Do you know what I stand for? Why are you arguing against me? I'm an ally to a certain degree. I need more strong women's, strong black characters, all that good shit. I just need it done right. I just need it done genuinely. And when black people champion these sloppy seconds of violence, I'm just like, you just let them know, like, oh, okay, they don't expect more. They don't need more. They cool with this low ass standard. If that's what they're gonna pay for, if that's what they're going to financially support us to do, then fuck it, That's how I feel. And you one of those people that eating this slop, Saggy.
Listen. So here's the thing, like you say, I be coming at you disrespectful. I make a post about something I'm excited for, and here comes AJ, like, girl, why you saying this? You sound like, listen, like, I get you. I'm not shitting on your battle, the fight, because, like, I agree. I do think that when it comes to black representation, it hasn't been done correctly in a lot of IPs, right? But like, we always just forget the history, right? Like, we have come so freaking far from the days where black men were just voices behind white characters, Darth Vader being one of the most iconic instances. And I guarantee you James Earl Jones was happy that he did that, whether it was behind the scenes and whether or not people even knew he was a black man. That role paved the way for him to do so much more in the industry, right? So I get it, like, we have still come far enough where I hear you, like, we ain't where we're supposed to be, but I take the little wins as it comes, because we have to celebrate the wins we do get sometimes.
That's not a win, Saggy. That's not a win. When you, going back to the Falcon thing, when you take Falcon, the first mainstream black superhero, when you take him and don't give him, when I say he don't have his own thing, he didn't get a movie, and no, he didn't get a series, which I would have bitched if he got a series on his own, too. But the fact that you push him in a show with Bucky and they arguing over this fucking shield thing, I'm like, we're wasting time. When it comes to black characters, just like with the Black Panther, him and Killmonger, instead of having them doing dope hero shit or villain shit, they're sitting there bickering. They fighting about, like, even as superheroes, we still got to complain about the white man. Why am I constantly seeing this? Why am I still seeing this happen current day? So with Falcon, like, yeah, and I said in my video, he was Kunta Kinte as Falcon, and then you then took that name from him, and now you made him Cap. Now you made him Toby. So everything he does now going forward is under the name of Captain America, the black one, as opposed
So
to him as opposed to him just being great as Falcon and having his own series. But I always say black people get series. They don't get movies, they get a series. Or they get
okay,
introduced in a white family.
here's the thing, right? This is a problem that doesn't just stem from white people creating projects for black characters. Black people, our own people, misrepresent us too, and they run on stereotypes as well, because that is apparently what they feel is going to make either, us appease us, but also appease the white people, right? But because you have to look at the stereotypes that has been a trope in entertainment for a very long time. Perfect example: Black Lightning. Black Lightning was the most offensive show. I liked Black Lightning for what it was, but it offended me. Do you know why? Because they leaned in too much to the stereotypes that we're talking about. And that show had a showrunner who was a black person, right? At least that's what I was told. You know,
Same with Ryan Coogler.
so my thing is like, these projects are made by white people, what they feel is representing to us, instead of having black people actually come in and do it right. But also, like I said, some of our black creators who have made black entertainment have fucked it up. So it's like, this is a problem that goes across the board, and I feel you. But let's like I said, let's keep it real, okay? Black Marvel fans 100% would be more familiar with Black Panther than they would be with Falcon. 100%. Like I said earlier, ain't nobody really gave too much of a shit about Falcon. You know what I'm saying? Like, Black Panther, that needed to be done right. That needed to be the focus. Like Falcon, he was kind of a side character until they put him up front. And I hear you, but like, having a black Captain America really was a huge thing. Like,
it was, but it shouldn't be. That's terrible. I said when he was introduced in the comics, I was like, wow, they really did that. Like, sure, kudos to America for making the face of America a black man. But that was early on. As time went on, I was like, okay, this is agenda driven. This is not genuine. But at the same time, I did not want to see, well, I didn't say it was a good thing. Well, I did say kudos to them, but I guess it was just more so they was bold enough to do it. But I didn't want him to like remain Captain America. He should have just been Falcon. Like, anytime a hero becomes another hero, that's some temporary shit. Should be. So I mean, yeah, when he did it in the comics, I was like, wow, this is a move, but I needed to see more Falcon. What I was telling you was, no, I wasn't introduced to Falcon in the comic books, but honestly, I didn't grow up with comic books. So I don't want to say it's a whole privilege thing. It is, like you were saying, even with the movies, we lean into the stereotypes. We do a lot of the shit there ourselves. So my dad, we watched the movies, we watched the cartoons, that's how I got introduced to a lot of heroes. But I was going up in comic book shops, and I don't really remember comic books being like prevalent or so easily accessible for me, unless maybe some like little graphic thing at a Scholastic like book fair or some shit. But I don't remember seeing comics growing up, or the library. I started seeing comics in the library later on, but I was introduced to Falcon in the 90s Avengers show. And it had Wonder Man in it, had Vision, Scarlet Witch, Tigra, Hawkeye, a bunch of, I guess, comic fans definitely know these characters. But I was like, hey, this is dope. And then, I'm biased because anytime some animal shit related to a character, like, I'm into it. So, yeah, Falcon was dope. But then in Superhero Squad, they brought him back, which was a show that came out, I think, around 2008, 9, 10, 11, something like that. And he was dope in that. Like, he was in the fucking intro. So this character has been around and more, a little bit, more, I don't want to say prevalent, but a little bit more popular. Like, he got more eyes on him.
Yeah. But you forgetting one thing about Falcon and Winter Soldier, though. The Black Super Soldier. The Black Super Soldier that was also there, who did the same thing that Steve Rogers did, and he wasn't.
You talking about something? You talking about something that came out after Steve Rogers was already the first Captain America?
But I'm saying though, because of his age and how he was old, right? He was an older super soldier, right? And the history of accuracy about how black men, especially in those times, that decade, weren't really recognized for their services. How he was like a forgotten super soldier. Like he could have been Captain America, but he was a black man, right? So I mean, I hear you, but there is some parts of these stories that people don't pay attention to. And I saw that and I love that character. That old man was my favorite. Even in the friggin' the Captain Falcon, whatever movie that came
Captain
out.
Falcon.
Yeah,
Yep.
that movie I liked because that character was one of my favorite characters, like this black super soldier that nobody talked about. And I thought that was a really cool history that's fictional, but it was cool. And I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that your criticisms aren't valid. Like when we have these discussions, I'm not saying your criticism's not valid. I'm just saying like me being excited for a franchise, an IP in a whole, and you just being like, well, Falcon just, they did my boy Falcon dirty, and then he made him Captain America, and then they're gonna take away
Trash.
Steve Rogers back. And I'm sitting there like, bro,
Trash.
we don't know if Steve Rogers is back as Captain America. We just know we saw Steve Rogers. We saw him. He showed up in the trailer. We don't know what role he is in this. We don't know if he came back in the middle to take on Captain America again, to play that. We don't know what his role is. We just know he's back and we have no answer. So you were just assuming based on his appearance, oh, here he comes to take, maybe he's showing up and he gonna go over to Falcon and be like, hey, I'm happy you decided to take up the mantle. I'm glad I chose you type mentality. Like he passing the torch down.
I chose you, black man. You mine. You my boy.
No,
yes.
No.
Yes.
Listen.
I don't.
No. Because Captain America, Steve Rogers grew up in a decade where racism was very still much a thing. Like I said, he was in that generation where segregation was a thing, and he don't give a fuck about that. He fucks with Falcon. That's his boy. That's his homie. That's his family.
That is his boy in the racist sense. Okay, this goes back to my video.
How is that in a racist sense?
Because, and it's not Cap's fault, okay? I'm definitely not saying this. Maybe he's a proxy for what the other people, the real people, the Kevin Feige's, whoever are around them are actually thinking. But the fact that, again, Falcon was introduced in a Captain America movie. He wasn't his own character. He was, everything he got was a product of Captain America. Or you could say S.H.I.E.L.D. So you make his origins tied to Captain America. And then now, again, every time he does something, like you just said, Cap gonna look at Falcon and be like, I'm glad I chose you. So it's like Falcon couldn't be great on his own. What feats does MCU Falcon have, or like standout moments? I don't think he does. I can't recall anything. But what you just said was, I chose you. So Falcon, again, he couldn't become his own character, just like every other white character. He had to be chosen. He had to be great once Cap said he was great. Once he had the red, white, and blue of Cap, not his red and white as Falcon.
No. We ain't gonna do all that. Because, like, okay, for me, for example, right? Say I'm like a big ass YouTuber. I have a whole network or whatever. And I'm like, AJ's good. AJ's a good fucking host. Like he good. I want to retire. I don't want to do this no more, but I don't want to let my network go. I don't want to let this title I have, this notoriety I have, I don't want to let this what I built die. I want to keep it going. And I'm looking at you as a person, like you are like, okay, maybe we won't even use a YouTube analogy. I'm a hero, okay? I'm a fucking known hero. And we homies, we rocking together, we saving the world together, but I'm done. I don't want to fight no more. But somebody has to protect the city, bro. Somebody has to keep going.
Terrible analogy, bro.
Like, you my homie, and
terrible analogy.
I trust you to have the keys to the car,
Saggy,
bro.
terrible analogy.
You can drive the Batmobile.
Saggy, terrible analogy. If you just said that I was a great host or whatever, you want me to come and take over whatever, in this Falcon Cap scenario, I have my own establishment, my own thing that I'm doing, and I completely like sold or abandoned my shit to go and continue yours so that your name live on. But it's just like the famous cookies, bro.
He handed homeboy the shield, right? But like, notice how in Falcon Winter Soldier, he was debating if he wanted to even take it. That's the thing you missing. It's not like Captain was like, here, you have to do this. He said, if anyone is going to do it, I would like it to be you. But like Falcon still had a say in it, did he not? Like he didn't have to take that mantle. They were already trying to
And
get
he
another
shouldn't
they
have.
were,
Shame on Anthony Mackie.
but that's his choice. That's Falcon's choice. You're saying
Shame on
that a black
Anthony
man can't
Mackie.
decide. Black man can't decide if he wants to be Captain America or not. That's taking his choice away. Because again, remember in that friggin' show, they were trying to get a white man to be the new fucking Captain America because fucking he didn't want it. He didn't know if he wanted. He didn't think he was wanting to do that. And also, it was more so about the fact he didn't want to replace his friend. That was the big thing. That the takeaway for that was he didn't want to replace Captain America because that was his boy, and his boy's gone. And he didn't want to fill that shoes. Like there was a conflict from the Falcon, and that's what I liked about the show. Is like he didn't just take the mantle because it was handed to him. He had to think about it. He had to think about what that meant for him, but also what that meant. He had that struggle inside himself too. Of like, I had my own thing. I'm the Falcon. I don't want to be Captain America. He eventually got there where he said, "Yeah, I'll be Captain America," but like it didn't happen. He wasn't Captain America in that entire series till the very end. Then he was like, I'm Captain America.
Just because it happened, Saggy, doesn't mean it should have, or that was the best decision to make. Comic Book Falcon was like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm my own character. I'm my own guy. You're not about to be telling me what to do. I'm not about to be your boy. I'm not about to be one of your soldiers. I'll temporarily fill in that hero slot, but this ain't some shit I'm trying to do long term. Anthony Mackie's Falcon is not bringing that type of energy. He is happy being Cap. Anthony Mackie is happy.
What do you mean he's happy being Cap?
I don't know. I didn't watch it, so if I'm wrong on that, you can definitely
wait. You didn't watch Winter Soldier and the Falcon?
No.
Okay, so what happened in Winter? I did watch it. What happened is he did not accept the role of Captain America till the very end. He was denying. That's why I said,
Saggy, it doesn't matter.
He had every reason you said is all the things he contemplated in the show, right? He decided he didn't want it, right? That's why I said they had a white guy who ended up being a bad guy at one point, who they were trying to make a new Captain America. He had the suit and everything. It was like a Temu version of Captain America, but the government was like, nah, we gotta have this white man be Captain America because homeboy don't want it. He said he don't want to be a fucking slave to the government. He said he don't want to be Captain America because it belongs to Steve Rogers. He ain't gonna do it. He even said, Bucky, you should be the one to replace Cap. That was your friend much longer than mine. That was your boy. You lost too. He tried to pass it off to Bucky, and Bucky said no. Cap gave it to you. So you got to decide if you want it or not. That's the whole show. The whole show is everything you said. Falcon was struggling with even wanting to accept it. He only accepted it at the end because he saw like what that title really meant and how it affected everything. And he said, well, if anyone's gonna fucking take it, I guess I'll do it so I can make sure that at least I have a say in what's going on with this bullshit. He was trying to affect change within. That's why he accepted the title.
Saggy, that still don't justify it. Just because it's there doesn't mean
you'll understand. If you watch the show, you will probably understand.
I can visualize what you're saying. It changes nothing. The fact that you do something or claim to have a conversation or hit on a note, if you don't execute that well, if you don't follow through, then that means nothing. That don't mean shit. Hold on, these dogs going crazy. No, that don't mean shit, bro. Because Comic Falcon, I don't even remember him wearing no old Falcon. I'm not talking about new Falcon. I'm not talking about this 2000 shit where he became Captain America. I'm talking about before that. When I don't even think, if I remember correctly, he didn't even it wasn't about him becoming Captain America. It was about him being an Avenger. That was what Falcon. That's what Falcon had an issue with. So the fact that Comic Book Falcon, original Falcon, was like, I don't even want to be in a position to where you can give me orders, you can give me commands, because I don't want to be ordered around by you. I'm like, that's some real strong black man shit, bro. And it's not about necessarily black or white. It's about Cap. Respectfully, you do your thing, you stay in your lane, and I'm gonna stay over here with my name, and we're both going to be heroes going forward. You're talking about what Captain America means. That seems like it takes away the significance of every other hero. I would argue that Spider-Man is a more iconic American character or hero than Captain America is. Captain America, if you want to talk about people wasn't fans of Falcon, people weren't fans of Captain America or Iron Man before the MCU. I'm not saying that they weren't. You know, they had a lot of fans, but those dudes were not like top characters like a Hulk, like a Spider-Man.
Right, and that's why. When it comes to this movie, right, circle back to our initial issue was with me hyping this movie. This is what everyone's forgetting, right? Marvel didn't have the rights to the Hulk, to X-Men, to Spider-Man. Their best performing comic book characters, they did not have the rights to make movies of them, so they had to start with Captain America and Iron Man, which were the least favorite among the ones I just mentioned. So the fact that they were able to make decent movies out of their lowest performing comic book characters and make that work is legendary. But also, y'all are forgetting the reason why I'm hyping up this movie, why I'm excited, is because they are introducing and bringing back actors that played characters that Marvel technically created, but had nothing to do with their making of the movie. Like, they're bringing actors in a movie that they had nothing to do with those movies. They didn't make X-Men. Fox made all the X-Men movies and the Fantastic Four. They're bringing these characters and these actors in, and they're gonna literally shit on Fox, even though Fox is owned by Disney still. But it's like it's an iconic full circle movie, and that's why I'm excited.
Well, now that's even worse, because the characters that we love, that we grew up watching on the big screen, this current team at Marvel, who's been making this phase 3 and 4 and whatever after that, terrible ass movies, not only did they have rights or the approval to create or do stuff, adapt these characters, now they have the rights to these more characters to fuck up. So it's like now you're giving them even more like chess pieces to fuck around with.
I mean, Fox already kind of fucked up the X-Men. I mean, they were okay, but they weren't great. My thing is, they're wrapping up that universe. That universe after this is going to be done. They're wrapping up the stories. They're bringing them in, and like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, they're 80 something years old. Like, this is probably their last time playing these roles like alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is a send off. And I understand, like I said, your criticisms and other people's criticisms, but like, why can't we?
It is nostalgia bait, just like Brand New Day. It is not wrapping up a story. Sure, they're doing it. Like, you can technically say they're doing it, but are they actually doing it? Are they doing it well? Are they doing it respectfully? I interrupt you.
Again, Patrick Stewart and Ian they're done. They're 87 years old respectively. Well, 86 and 87. They're done with Professor X and Magneto. We're not probably going to see them again unless it's AI, but they're done. And I don't think, considering Marvel did not want to recast T'Challa after Chadwick passed away,
disgusting,
they're not bringing them back. They're not going to bring them back. They can't do the role. And I also theorize that, I know everyone wants T'Challa recasted. Well, they also had a plan for Chadwick's character. And yes, I know people were upset that they went with Shuri for Black Panther, but they have to wrap that up to introduce a new T'Challa as well. So I respect these people for wanting to at least finish the stories they started, regardless of the circumstances, so they can start anew with a whole new cast and a whole new universe. I'm okay with that. I like when people wrap up stories. I don't like cliffhangers.
I don't think they're sure. You saying they're wrapping up stories, but again, there was no coherent story. There was no actual direction. There's no real plan to even execute and then wrap up. So you're saying they're finishing the dumb shit that they've done before, and like I told you, their excuse is multiverse. We can say fuck all that shit. We can say fuck Cap. What did Cap do? How did Cap die? I don't know. How did Robert Downey Jr. die?
He didn't die. He went back in time to live his life with Homegirl.
Yeah, and then somehow we saw him old, but he knew everybody at the same time. I don't know. It's been forever, and I hate this shit. So it's compartmentalized.
It was a time travel thing. He went back. He retained his memories of everything. He went back in time
somehow.
He had a life, and then he met up with friggin' homeboy Falcon. Was like, hey, I'm old now, and like, you know, I guess it's time to say, you know, you want to be you Captain America. Well, here's my shield. Have fun. I'm going back to being old and living my life peacefully and dying. Like, you know, I don't know.
Garbage, bro. Garbage. They bringing back everybody that they didn't kill because that's not wrapping up. It's just more nostalgia,
Bro,
baby.
it's a once you introduce a multiverse, no one truly dies. They just get replaced by another version. That's how they keep these franchises going. Is a multiverse.
That was purposeful. That's purposeful. So that they can write themselves in the corner so that they always have an easy way out. You excusing too much shit.
No. It's not excusing. I like the multiverse because it gives us multiple different stories. Like if we just had one version of Batman stories, one Bat family, that fucking story would have wrapped up a few years ago. Now
no, we have other things. No, the fuck it would. Bro, the decade. Come on, bro. The decades of stories that we have with these motherfuckers still going. Just like I'm gonna go back. No. Just like Ultimate Spider-Man, that wasn't a that was an alternate Okay, I'm gonna talk in circles here. Sure, that is a different universe, but that's American comics issues as opposed to manga, is where there's no linear story. They put the character in the hands of different writers, and they get to do their fucking interpretations or whatever, and they may or may not go with or be connected to other characters' books or whatever. So that was our issue a long time ago. That's why I said this trans person I met in college, when I was complaining about all the gay heroes, and they was like, bro, y'all got like 15, 20, 25 versions of these characters already. Like, damn, let us get a gay one. And I'm like, you know what? Even though you don't read or watch the shit no way, then I understand their argument. I actually agree. So that is an American comic fault. Just like what you're saying with the first Captain America, the black dude. I forgot his name.
I'm gonna blow your mind though. I'm gonna blow your mind. You ready for this? Mangas have been doing crossovers with other animes. They literally just came out with the anime on Netflix that crosses over Dragon Ball Z and One Piece and some weird cooking anime that I didn't care to watch. But like they do it.
That shit came out forever. That came out forever ago. And those events,
crossover episodes and
those events don't even get referenced in their main like franchises. That was just a thing. There's like, oh, some artists, some creators get together and create this fun thing. That's what that was. They didn't take it seriously.
Let me just ask you this. Okay, I know the Flash movie wasn't that great, well received.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, but you know that
the animated one was dope though.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. Did you like that Michael Keaton was coming back to play Batman?
I never cared for Michael Keaton's Batman. I'm not the person to ask because I love George Clooney, who's my favorite Batman, and apparently.
Okay. So we'll just say this. So you like George Clooney as Batman, right? Or you if it was George Clooney that was in the main Batman in the Flash film, would that get you excited to be like, oh, I want to go see it because I want to see George Clooney back?
No, I don't get excited about people, bro. I don't. This shit don't excite me like a lot of people.
And that's why you're not hyped for this movie because
I'm not hyped for this movie because I haven't been hyped and I've seen the shit that they put out for 10 plus years now. That's why I'm not hyped. I know this shit is going to be garbage. It's a cash grab. We're just going to bring back everything that was good before because we don't know how to tell a compelling, good fucking story.
Did you like Deadpool and Wolverine?
I didn't watch that. Saggy, I don't support this shit, bro. I'm serious about Disney really fucks over black people and gays, but claim they love us at the same time.
Everybody in the industry, the entertainment industry, when it comes to people of color, whether it's black people, Asian, they've had struggles, right? Again, I hear you, but it's like, again, when you're complaining about a character like the Falcon, like, how about we just ask Anthony Mackie how he feels? He's the one that's the actor. He's the one playing this role. Does he feel like he got?
Why the fuck are we asking Anthony Mackie, no comic reading ass? Go look it up, bro. The reason Anthony Mackie got into the MCU because he auditioned for the role. He auditioned.
Okay,
he auditioned for the role of the Mandarin. His no comic reading ass tried to play some Asian villain. This motherfucker just wants a job, bro. He don't care about these characters and how they handle.
I'm happy. I'm happy a black man got a job. But listen, I hear you. I was making a joke primarily, but my thing is like
dancing this Falcon, bro. I got the shield now, bro. Can't catch me. I'm finna fly.
Listen. Okay, I hear you. I was making a joke about asking Anthony Mackie because I know he don't know what the hell's going on. But like I said, like Black people in entertainment for the longest time were behind the scenes. Like, Keith David's, James Earl Jones, they played iconic characters that weren't even black. Like, I laughed at people. I'm like, y'all go ask George Lucas why he didn't have the white man who was playing Darth Vader do Darth Vader's voice. Why he have to get a black man to do it? And again, I'm sure James Earl Jones appreciated that role, even though it was behind the scenes. It was just his voice, because it led him to do other things, and he became a legend. And his voice is iconic. So
are you sure? I feel like he was a well-known actor to cinephiles before that. I think he was like in theater before. Like he got a name.
No, he did do theater, but the Darth Vader role was really like the biggest thing for him, because that movie was how Star Wars went, right? Darth Vader's character.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to take that away from him, but I've said this before, and this is why I say the wild shit that I say about you, Saggy, is black people. Just because the character on screen is black, that's just okay. That should be enough. Fuck how they're handled. Just because you're on screen and black, I should love it. And I got black motherfuckers online telling me this, and I got white motherfuckers, which makes it even more disrespectful. Because everybody's like, it's black, you should love it, and I'm like, no.
I don't think it's because it's black you should love it. I think that there's.
You saying they have roles on? My fault.
No, I'm mostly saying that overall, in all seriousness, right, is that again we've come a long way from being stereotyped in a very, very, very bad way to stereotyped in like a more positive but still disrespectful way to like, again, even our own people are misrepresenting us. So it's like, I hear you, but the problem really is like people like you should be making projects. Like, I would love to see your vision on, like, if you got to have Static Shock to make a movie, I would love to see what you do there, because I feel like you would do it well. But that's the problem, is that you have the people who are running the industry being a bunch of white dudes, and yes, they will hire black people, but still sometimes take like, well, we can't do this because we're not trying to offend anyone. There are some films that exist that don't give a fuck and they just do it right. But like, for some reason, those numbers aren't there, and it's a business, right? So they're in the business of making money. So yes, you're gonna get some slop. You're gonna get some things that you're not gonna support and like, and I understand that. As far as this movie, though, as a whole, outside of the way Disney has represented black people, Song of the South, let's not talk about it, okay?
You said Star Wars as well. You brought up Star Wars. That's some more disrespectful shit to black people, okay? I don't give a fuck about the originals. Honestly, they suck to me. But Lando was black, but he wasn't even really a main character.
Lando was the only black person in Star Wars.
Yeah, but then you said James Earl Jones, and I'm like, well, he was a voice.
That don't count. Yeah, that don't count, because
it don't count. And the fact that Lando was, sure, he's a cool character, but he fucked over our main character, the guy that we like, our Han Solo. So he like double crossed him, which was supposed to be your friend or whatever. I don't know, but I'm like, I wasn't feeling that. But then fast forward, fucking woke, we love representation Disney put out all this promotional material of Finn holding a fucking lightsaber, and we thinking this nigga about to be the new Jedi or new protagonist, or at least a team of a couple of Jedis doing shit together. And no, you saw the treatment of him, bro, and how he was reduced to chasing this white woman for the whole 2-3 movies or whatever. That's garbage, bro. Disney as a whole, it's not like it's a fluke.
There's
some consistent thing that I'm seeing with
there are some things where, like, Finn, I didn't look at Finn like he was a black dude. Honestly, like, him being black had fuck all to do with his story, in my opinion. It could have been a white boy that did the same shit.
You're right.
It would have been a shitty it would have been a shitty character regardless. But like, if you just always look at these entertainment and these casting things as black and white, that's all you're gonna see, and it's gonna take you out. Because like I said, Finn, whether he was white or black, his character was still not that great. That his only driving force was chase homegirl around. You're right. But black or white, it didn't matter. I did not look at that character like, oh, it's a black guy. Oh my God. I feel like they just casted him because he's good. Like, look at Samuel L. Jackson. Fucking Nick Fury became black. No, like, I haven't seen Nick Fury be white since Samuel L. Jackson. Like, dead ass. Like, I don't think if they casted a white fucking Nick Fury, it's probably not going to be as good as Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson nailed that role, and he was a black man, and people were upset because why is Nick Fury black all of a sudden? Because he's fucking Samuel L. Jackson. That's why. Who the fuck cares if he's black? He played the role to a T.
I don't remember that being in the conversation or that being conversation.
The thing is that there are some people. So it's weird, right? There are some black actors that white people don't give a fuck. They just love that actor. I love that actor and this and that. So sometimes they just don't give a fuck. There were some people that were upset that Samuel L. Jackson was playing Nick Fury when it first happened, when he was first cast, right?
Yeah.
Now
I'm
it
sure,
wasn't there was. But like either way, Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury was a perfect example of how you can cast a black man to play in a role, race swap or not, and he just killed it. He did a great job. And now, like, I've not seen, like, moving forward, Nick Fury has been black. He's been just black.
A rebuttal for that would be there was no race swap with that or a passing of a mantle. They just came out the gate with this Nick Fury. And it wasn't obscene because in the Marvel, in the Ultimate Universe, he was black. So a lot of, again, comic people knew that he was black. Now, you might have had normies who didn't know, who might have had issues, or you had people who was like, no, I want to see the original, white Nick Fury. You might have had those, but the fact that at the same time it wasn't paired with agenda, or like purposeful swapping or whatever, then I would say that was fine. Just like the black dude, I forgot his name, but him playing Kingpin in the Daredevil movie. It's like some things, if they just put it out. Okay, what's up?
No, because I was gonna say what you just said is exactly the same thing with Falcon and Captain.
No, stop.
That did happen.
Falcon was Falcon before. Black Nick Fury was Black Nick Fury the entire time, and it wasn't a thing.
But
Falcon becoming Captain America.
Comics, AJ, in the comics, there was a comic that does exist where at one point Falcon does take that mantle. He does. He was Falcon in the beginning, and then he does take that mantle.
Are you referencing the 2000s comic, or are you referencing something that came out in the, I want to say, the 80s?
My thing is like what the time frame of the comic.
Which one, Saggy? Which one? It matters because from 2011, 2010, 2011, around that time, it was agenda driven. It was purposeful. It was all new, all different Marvel.
Hey,
and that's where you saw all the race and the gender swaps.
Captain America, X-Men, that was all propaganda. That's all agenda. That's all politics. Like, there's politics. There was politics in comic books back in the fucking 70s, 80s, bro. Like,
that's fine, Saggy. Okay, that's fine. But you want to talk about propaganda? Now? Propaganda was Black Falcon telling Cap, "I'm not finna be an Avenger, bro. Not long term. I'll step in because you want my help." Because you recognize the real N-word I am, and you like, I need him on the squad.
But you assume Falcon's gonna be Captain America long term. Like I've said,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because he shouldn't have been. Saggy, he didn't get his own fucking movie. We don't have a Falcon movie. We have a Black Captain America movie. We got Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Do you actually care about Captain? Do you actually care about Falcon that much? Like, do you really? If Falcon came out with a
I care about genuine representation. I care about this mainstream character, just like Blade, just like Black Panther. These characters who have had eyes on them, black eyes on them, wanting to see these characters. For you to come out current day Marvel and kill Black Panther to make Falcon Captain America.
Well, they didn't Blade. They were trying to make Black Panther. Black Panther, the actor died, bro. They didn't kill Black Panther.
Garbage, bro. They might have did that. Disney might have did that shit.
Listen, I'm gonna need you. Listen, I'm gonna say that I know people. This is a hot take, and everyone gets mad at me when I say this, but I was happy that they did the movie that Chadwick was supposed to be in, and he shot a few scenes. But I'm glad they did the movie Wakanda Forever the way they did, because people are mad that they honored Chadwick. Because I'm like, y'all don't understand. No one knew this man was dying. No one knew this man was sick.
The man wanted the character to live on.
The whole time he was sick, The whole time he was sick, AJ, people saw pictures of him. They thought this man was on drugs, first of all. They thought he was on drugs. He was dying with cancer, and he still shot 2 fucking films, and no one knew that he was doing so with fucking cancer. And then he died before the other movie was started. He was going to film that movie. They wanted to honor him. Now, everybody... Y'all sit here, you talk about supporting black people and black characters and all that stuff, but you can't support the fact that a black man did 2 movies fighting fucking cancer, bro.
Saggy,
and then y'all wanted him to be recast for the movie he was supposed to be in.
Saggy, that black man made his money whether or not I went to see that movie. It didn't matter. I'm not supporting Chadwick Boseman. I'm not putting money in his pockets. I'm putting money in Kevin Feige's pockets. I'm still enriching some white man's pockets by going to watch this black struggle movie.
AJ, you know what? If they wanted to make more money, right, they would have listened to fans that were wanting him to be recast. They would have recast him for Wakanda Forever, but they decided not to and make a move that they probably knew was going to make everyone mad because they wanted Chadwick, they wanted T'Challa to keep being Black Panther. So they didn't recast. They used that movie to honor him. They used that movie to honor Chadwick for the hard work he put in to make that movie.
That's not. You accept that justification, that excuse, and that's fine. But that's
AJ, if you were black, listen.
If Chadwick Boseman, you talking about T'Challa? Fuck T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman wanted the character to live on. You know what that means? Recast him. They were already going to take him out and then give that mantle, quote unquote mantle, to Shuri anyway, just like they did with most of these other male characters.
That's not what the script was. That script was literally for T'Challa. What do you mean?
That's fine, but the next movie they definitely were going to do Shuri.
Well, we don't know that now.
I don't know that. I definitely don't know that.
Listen, AJ, if you worked Black Panther, right, and you did 2 movies and you had cancer and you died, I understand. I would be like, nah, like, honor, I'm happy they're honoring you. Like, I would be happy. Saggy, I watched Wakanda Forever. I cried like a baby.
Saggy, how the fuck you honoring this man by having everybody who claimed to love him and his family watch him die twice? They had to see that same fucking scene in real life of that man being in a casket, and then you go and put that shit on a fucking screen. Now his name's T'Challa in the casket. But everybody watching him that knew him in real life, they saw Chadwick Boseman in a casket.
Did you watch?
How was that honoring this man?
Did you watch? I'm guessing you didn't watch Wakanda Forever either.
No, I did not.
Okay, so do you know how it ends?
How does it end? No, I don't think I do.
Okay, T'Challa had a son with homegirl.
Okay, I do know that.
Named him T'Challa. So they basically.
Hold on. Let me address that, because you brought up the stereotypes and how black creators still lean into them, and you was like, you love this shit. How come you accept this man's father died, and first of all, he wasn't introduced in his own movie. He was introduced in Civil War. Okay, a squabble amongst white men. So you introduce him in that movie. You have this white man kill his dad. Okay, so he lost his dad, and then he lost his mom. In the next movie, like, sure, he was dead, but now you have Shuri that lost her whole family. So what's up with black people dying? What's up with this women-led household in the movie? What's up? Hold up. What's with this fatherless ass little black kid raised by his mama and his auntie,
AJ,
bro?
So AJ, hold on. So we gonna ignore. We gonna just ignore the Waynes being gunned down the alley in front of Bruce. We gonna ignore Uncle Ben. With great power comes great responsibility. They kill all fucking these heroes' parents all the time. It has nothing to do with their race, bro.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Nothing to do.
I just said the stereotypes. Okay. Batman had money, bro. Like, sure, you took his family away, but this man still had Alfred. He still had a father figure, somebody who was there his whole life, and he had so much money to lean on. He had so much money to lean on. Black Panther, dad died. Black Panther died. Then his mama died, and then Shuri just. I don't know.
Wakanda is the most progressive. Hold on. No, I'm gonna cut you off on that one, because Wakanda is the most progressive fucking place in the fucking world.
Yet they couldn't cure his disease.
They have money. They have wealth.
Yet they couldn't cure his unknown disease. They tell me these things, but they don't execute it. They don't show me these things. I'm going to say this as well. This is in my video that you didn't watch, my sister. Way to support a black man. But I said, if we want to I think if you really wanted to do the Black Panther character justice or Wakanda period, you should have leaned into the supernatural aspects of Wakanda, like they tried to do, but they didn't really lean into it heavily. So Bast is an actual character. I didn't know she was in the MCU. I was just saying.
Wait,
Um,
who?
Bast, the Panther guy.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, okay, you could have with Black Panther, if he's dying from a disease, you could have had. I understand Chadwick Boseman is dead. I understand that, but you could have CGI'd that Panther. You could have CGI'd something. You could have held this character until later on. You didn't have to kill him. But Bast could have came in. It didn't have to be Wakanda figuring out how to cure this disease. This man's power derives from magic. You could have had him on an ancestral plane talking to Bast, a strong Black woman in her human form, and she could have cured this man, or he could have went on some spiritual ass journey. I say you could have introduced Dr. Voodoo, a supernatural Black character, so we could have had a Black dude on par with Doctor Strange in our Wakanda. What's up, bro? What's up? Hold on. Okay, let me finish that point.
Okay, go ahead.
You could have had Bast come in, and I was like, why the fuck didn't they do that? And then Thor Ragnarok happens, and Bast is on the council in the chair, sitting behind Mighty Thor and King Valkyrie. So she has a corporal form. She is actually here in the MCU. But like you talking about with all these stories that they can wrap up, how come the motherfuckers working on Black Panther 2 wasn't aware that Bast, their own character, is over there in Thor Ragnarok hanging out with the white gods? Why didn't we come together and be like, okay, let's put this story together. Let's figure this shit out. That's how comic books work.
So let me get to that point, but real quick, I just want to circle back real quick because I wanted to say you was going off about Batman, right? Hold on, let's go back to that real quick. Because you telling me that, well, Batman had money. Batman is the most psychologically broken fucking character in DC. Like that man, just because he got money doesn't mean he don't got trauma, bro. And he doesn't have
money. Bro?
Hold on. What did he do with his money? What did he do with his money? He fucking used it. He used it to become a fucking vigilante to fight crime in his city to get back.
To make weapons and whoop ass.
That killed his parents, bro. Don't tell me that the whole thing, like the stereotype, every superhero that has existed has lost a family member, bro. And it has nothing to do with them being Black.
Be genuine. Be genuine, Saggy. Loss is universal. That is not race specific. But you
but you made
you said these stereotypes that we still exhibit, that we see in our entertainment media. And what did I go on to describe? He lost his father. Okay, he died, and then the mother, died. Okay,
that's a hero stereotype.
A fatherless Black household ran by the mother, the strong Black mother. Fast forward, we have another fatherless household with his child being raised by who? The mom and the auntie.
Okay, hold on, fam. I got you.
Stereotypes, bro. Even in Africa, we can't escape these stereotypes.
Okay, AJ, let me cook. Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, lost Uncle Ben, and then recently lost Aunt May. The strong woman of
hold on. Fact check. Hold on. Saggy, stop. Saggy, please. Saggy, stop. Fact check. Did they even acknowledge Uncle Ben in Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies?
Yes, they have mentioned Uncle Ben a couple times, and we didn't see the death. They said that because they didn't want to redo seeing Uncle Ben die again. They weren't going to go that far back.
No. I'm not talking about real life. I said in the movies. Do you see Peter Parker or sexy Aunt May? Did they reference Uncle Ben?
Yes, they talked about Uncle Ben. Yes, they have talked about Uncle Ben in those movies. Yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Ben did not. We just didn't see Uncle Ben die. He had already died. We passed that because they didn't want to keep doing the fucking Uncle Ben dying scene like they've done in all the other Spider-Man movies. So they skipped it. But then, like I said, don't forget, Peter Parker didn't have a mom and dad ever. He was with his aunt and uncle. His parents have been gone before when his story starts. But he still had Uncle Ben and Aunt May. And then Uncle Ben's death put him on the path to use his new powers to fight crime, kind of like Batman. But then they did kill off Aunt May in the new Tom Holland movie. So again, it's not a racist stereotype to in Wakanda Forever to have those characters. Like, it's a common hero trope.
For you to say that, That's garbage, bro. That you say
How's
that.
it garbage? It's a fact, though. It's a fact.
Because I pointed out the stereotypes, and I even showed you how it was generational with the Wakandan characters. And you want to talk about simply loss? I just said loss is universal.
AJ, in the
But
comic books, in
but
the comic books,
but
T'Challa lost his father too. In the
but
comic books, T'Challa lost his father too.
yes, he did. Did he lose his mother? And then okay, I'm not going to say we don't have to reference comics. I'm not going to use it when it's advantageous to me, and then just discredit them when they're not. But there is a clear difference between 80s, 90s, early 2000 comics than agenda-driven 2008 and up comics. So when you say in the comics, sure, maybe it happened, but they were by the same mindset that's creating the MCU slop that we have now. So when you say it happened in the comics, I really don't care. My example was in recent comics, Falcon became Cap. Older comics, Falcon was disgusted at the idea that Cap asked him to be an Avenger. Not take his mantle, just the fact that he was going to be under Captain America or having to take orders from Captain America. I'm my own character, bro. I'm doing my own thing. Why the fuck do I want to take orders from you?
How are you gonna just say that fuck the comic books, but then reference the comic book about how Falcon said fuck you, I don't want this job?
Did I just make the disclaimer, Saggy, that there's two different mindsets with comic books? That's why I said we do not have to reference them.
Listen,
because you're going to be referencing.
I will say this. I will to your point. I will say this. Are there stories in the comic books that I feel like they should start with certain characters like the Falcon? Yes, I do feel that they should do that. I don't understand why they pull specific stories that they like it's just weird how they choose the stories to tell and what movies, because like they'll pick a movie and they'll take a character's story from another book that had nothing to do with this story and they'll just add it in. So I hear you. They could have picked better stories for these characters, sure.
And I'm gonna say my issue is not always race. We're talking about race now, but I've said the most egregious shit was the way they treated Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk in the MCU. So I got issues with all this shit, but I'm definitely honing in on the race stuff because of this whole representation talk and shit like that. So
the only thing I will say right about that is like, again, looking at how the MCU had to start with Captain America and Iron Man, they were making movies before they were getting the IPs for Spider-Man and Hulk. So like by the time they got to specific stories, they had to skip a lot of Spider-Man and Hulk stories because they were so far ahead of anything that Hulk and Spider-Man were doing up until the point of what the stories they were telling. So I kind of do understand why Hulk and Spider-Man kind of got thrown in to these stories the best way they could. Dude, because hold on, let me explain before you say your point. You have to remember that Sony allowed Marvel to do Spider-Man under the conditions that they create their own version. They couldn't use the ones before. So in fairness, Sony actually did stop them and prevent them from making the Spider-Man stories that they probably wanted to tell, because they couldn't do a standalone Spider-Man. That was mostly done by Sony. Sony had to greenlight everything. So that's not fair to blame Marvel for something that they had to fight to even get Spider-Man to make a cameo in the story he was very important in, and had to minimize his importance in that story. Because Infinity Wars, do you understand Spider-Man had a bigger part to play in fucking Infinity Wars, and they couldn't even use that story because Sony said no?
Infinity War and Civil War. I've made videos on this.
But that wasn't Marvel's fault. That was all Sony, because Sony was fighting with them.
I would still say that's Marvel's fault.
How is that Marvel's fault?
That shows real talent when you can take your restrictions, even with restrictions, and create something great. Do I have an example? Nah, nothing comes to mind, but I'm sure they're out there. But for the Hulk, and I've said this before, Thor Ragnarok was the Hulk story. So I understand you can't.
That was ass.
Thor Ragnarok?
That was ass.
It was ass, but Planet Hulk is fucking amazing.
That was ass too. They could have done. I would rather them have just done Planet Hulk. They just included that Planet Hulk shit in there. That was ass. I'm sorry.
And they made it. And they made it Thor's story. You could have called it Warbound. You did. They couldn't name it Hulk, and it couldn't be a Hulk standalone. You could have named it Warbound, and then you would have had Hulk and his team on Sakaar, and we're seeing what happens. And then later on, you know, maybe once they got the rights, then we could do like an in between, like little Disney Plus series or like some flashbacks or some shit, and see how he got to the planet. But there are ways around. Oh, we can't use this specific version of this character, or we can't do these events, but we have access to these.
Can I crash out real quick now that we're talking about this? Because like,
go for it.
Not only did they fuck up Planet Hulk, they used the Planet Hulk story in two different fucking things, right? They used it in fucking Thor Ragnarok, and they fucking referenced it in the fucking She-Hulk fucking series when you fucking see Hulk and his kid at the end. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, bro, either do Planet Hulk or don't do fucking Planet Hulk. Don't fucking sprinkle in some bullshit and say that, oh, look, we're including the Planet Hulk story. Like, yeah, it was cool to kind of see Planet Hulk, but like Planet Hulk by itself would have been a fucking fantastic movie, and I would have 100% fucking pre-ordered tickets to see that fucking movie. But instead they're like, we're just gonna throw it in a movie, and then we're gonna reference it at the end of fucking She-Hulk, which wasn't even received that well either. So like nobody was really watching it to the end to even see, oh, Hulk came back with a fucking son. When the fuck did Hulk get fucked and have a fucking child, bro? We missed that whole story arc. And we're just supposed to assume it happened during fucking Ragnarok that we didn't see off screen. That's bad story writing. Fuck that fucking film. Thor Ragnarok was fucking ass. I wish that movie didn't fucking exist. That movie should have never existed, especially if they were gonna throw fucking Planet Hulk bullshit in it. Sorry.
I need this type of hate for all of this shit, Saggy. I need you to abandon all of it.
Listen, I give shit a chance, and I gave it a chance, and I was so mad and disappointed, and I was like, fuck this Planet Hulk bullshit that you're trying to throw in this fucking movie.
Bro, I said that for their strong woman agenda, Planet Hulk, you had Kyra in there, the Hulk's wife. That would have been the perfect, you know, instead of seeing this King Valkyrie bullshit, I would have much rather have seen him and Kyra's story.
I agree.
That would have been dope, and then that would have made sense. And again, these are events that could have happened. But again, it's not exclusively to the black characters, but I am more sensitive to the treatment of black characters already, even more so when you tell me we love blacks and uplift black voices and oh, you're so great, black person, all that type of shit. Okay, now I'm suspicious of you. Now I really need to pay attention.
I never said that though.
No, not you. I'm saying this is current Disney.
But listen, Disney's whole thing is like, hey, we know we were racist back then, and like we know we have that history, but like we're trying to make it up to y'all. We just don't know how because we're run by mostly white people. So we're trying, instead of hiring black people for consultations or anything like that, or giving them fucking multi fucking 30-figure fucking, you know, we're just gonna do it as best as we can.
It ain't about hiring black people. Because these black people online are the same motherfuckers that, ooh, I love this shit. People like you say, you like, ooh, I love this shit. Yeah, we're gonna take away Falcon, just fuck everything that he did. We're just gonna make him Captain America. Ooh, okay, I love AJ, that. We're not gonna give him his own villain.
Let me be very.
We're not gonna give him his own story. We want to give him hand-me-downs, hand-me-down shield, hand-me-down suit, hand-me-down villain.
Clear. Here's the problem that you have, right? You clearly care about Falcon's character. I
care about black characters. Yes, okay, I care about Falcon's characters, but I care about all of them.
I care more about Black Panther than I give a fuck about Falcon. Like, if Falcon never made it onto the big screen, I would not care. I'm sorry. I just don't find his character to be something that I can relate to or I care about. I just don't like Falcon that much. Like,
okay. Hold on.
I just don't care. I would never go see a standalone Falcon movie. I'm sorry. I wouldn't.
Why so? Because
I don't care about the character.
Are you basing that off of the MCU version of Falcon or the comic book version of Falcon?
I never
because it matters because
I didn't care about the comic book version. I've never read, like, in cameos, if Falcon made an appearance in the book, cool. I did not care enough about the Falcon in the books to want to buy his comics. If that makes it more clear.
That's fine. But because you don't care about this black character, you help justify the bullshit that happens to him. So I'm gonna say, just like with Captain America and Iron Man as an example, no, they weren't the greatest comic book wise. They were definitely more well known, but you had a competent enough team, a creative enough team to make their characters great. Give Falcon that same treatment as opposed to just giving up on adapting Falcon and making him great and then saying, we're just going to make him Captain America. People already love Cap. Now they're going to love this black Cap. And if they don't, they're
AJ,
racist.
by that logic, then you should be going outside every single day and helping out every single black person that needs help. Because, like,
Bro,
if I don't care about you, I'm not going out of my way to help you. Like, if you fall down and I don't care about you, I'm not giving you a hand to help you up. I'm that type of bitch. If I don't fucking care about you, I just don't care about you. So no, it's not that I'm not trying to help or hurt a character. I just don't care about said character.
You can't use real world shit to justify fictional.
But it's
shit.
true. If I don't care.
No, it's not. In real world, I am a follower of Christ, and my morals and all of that.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay, I won't use the real life. Okay, I won't use the real life. I won't use the real life. Okay, if I don't care about a TV show, I'm not gonna watch the TV show. I'm not gonna support a TV show that I don't care about. Like, if I watched the trailer for this movie and I didn't like the trailer, I didn't like what I saw, it didn't get me hype and excited, I'm not gonna go see that fucking movie. I saw the Black Adam shit, the trailer, and all the shit The Rock was talking about. I said, I don't want to see this movie. I'm not seeing it in theaters. I probably never will see it. Eventually, when I was bored and somebody wanted to watch it, I watched it with them, but I had no want or need to watch Black Adam to support The Rock. Because I used to like The Rock. I don't like The Rock because of Black Adam. But either way, if I don't like something, I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I don't care about the Falcon as a character. He doesn't make me excited to see him. It's not a character I want to see. The characters I want to see that are black, instead of Static Shock, we got fucking Black Lightning. Okay? And that's not because they can't do it because of fucking copyright reasons, IP issues, cool. But, like, I would love to see and support Static Shock. That's a black character I'm excited for. Black Panther. I was excited for Black Panther. Storm from X-Men. I love Storm from X-Men. Beautiful, black, strong, powerful fucking character. You know, love that shit.
Say Panther a few more times.
You know what? This is what I'm saying, though. Like, there are characters I love and care about, and then there's characters like the Falcon. I don't give a fuck how they treat that man, because I don't give a fuck about him.
I feel you. I do feel like that.
Black Falcon. No, I wouldn't give a fuck if they whitewashed Black Falcon. That's how much I don't give a fuck about Black Falcon. Okay, they could have made him white, and I wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, New Falcon is Mexican, so
New Falcon is Mexican. That is true.
I
still don't fucking care.
I said he shouldn't be Falcon. He should be Golden Eagle, because that is the national bird of Mexico. So let's leave it to it. Golden Eagle. That shit would have been dope, bro.
Listen, but that's where I'm at, AJ. Like, when I say these things, like, I feel you. I'm not, listen, even though we're having a great discussion, I love bickering and arguing with you. I would say I do love and respect your passion. I love that you do want to support these black characters, because that is something that I feel is lacking. I do think that more people who are like you, like, we need better representation. I love that you want that, even for characters that I don't give a fuck about. Like, it doesn't matter if you give a fuck about the character or not. You just want to see them done right. And I respect that. And I think that's beautiful. It really is. Like, honestly, I'm not even trolling. That shit's fucking great. And I wish more people would feel that way, because maybe we would get more characters like Static Shock made and things of that nature. Like, I would love to see more black superheroes instead of them having to deal with the white people crying about black face washing and fucking race swap and gender swap and shit. I'd love to see that.
I'm tired of that shit. I'm like, yeah, let's just get some actual black characters now. The hell in the choice. I ain't gotta talk about that. I don't give a fuck about it.
We gonna go to Avatar now, because I know we had a huge talk about Avatar too.
We gotta talk about Avatar, but we gotta watch this Doomsday trailer.
We gotta do what?
We gotta watch this Doomsday trailer.
Okay, let's watch the Doomsday trailer again.
I'm sure we're gonna watch it tomorrow on my Tuesday show. I need to have the black discussion, because just
I'll
like
come back back on Tuesday for the Doomsday trailer.
I love my mostly white audience, but they don't be trying to hear this black talk, and it's whatever. That's why I say, Saggy, when the fact that I'm met with so much backlash from my audience, when I come and talk to you, my sister, I need some grace. I need some understanding. I need somebody to agree. And I'm just met with just more, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm just saying, I think that you are onto something. I'm not disagreeing with you completely. It's just when it comes to entertainment, I just want to be entertained. Race doesn't really have mattered to me because I come from the generation where like it wasn't a thing. Like there weren't people on the screen that looked like me, and when there were, like, yeah, it was cool, but I never grew up thinking that. I just thought that these characters were cool for who they were and what they brought to the table at the end of the day, you know?
For
And
sure.
that's why I'm excited for, you know, this movie, especially for fucking Channing Tatum. I love Channing Tatum. I'm sorry. I love Gambit. And I think he does a good Gambit. I love Gambit. Oh my God. I love me some New Orleans. Oh.
Gambit was never my favorite, but he was cool. He was dope. A great X-Man to have on the team.
Oh, you don't
But
even know. Gambit had swag. That's why I fuck with Gambit. Gambit made me realize I like boys. Okay, I like boys. Cause Gambit, ooh, when that accent popped out and the way he treated Rogue, like, oh my God, mon chéri. Oh my God.
you love the Princess and the Frog too, don't you? You want your Prince
I love
Nadine.
the New Orleans accent is like it's a sexy Southern. Like I don't mind Southern accents; they can be kind of sexy, but like New Orleans, like that's that. Ooh, like give me some gumbo, baby. I'll slurp up all that gumbo.
Slurp
Ooh,
it up. You
slurp
nasty.
it up. I love Gambit. I think he's a cool character. I love him, and I love that Shannon is a fan of Gambit. And I love how I'm kind of glad they didn't do that standalone movie, though. I'm
You know
so
what?
glad.
That's cool because if I was offered the role of Nightcrawler or Tarzan, I've said I'm taking it. I love those characters. I don't give a fuck, bro. So respect the Channing Tatum for being. I love this character. I want to play him, but I'm not gonna, excuse the shit. I don't like it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna.
What did
make a
you?
whole hate
See, this is
campaign.
why I'm mad at you. If you watched Deadpool Wolverine, you would have seen his performance, especially when he got mad at Wolverine for drinking his booze and that whole line. I was like, that's Gambit, bro. That is
You know
100%
what?
Gambit.
I didn't watch the movie, and I didn't see any dialogue from him besides the "Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself." And seeing him, seeing him with the Wolverine shit. Hold on, I'm gonna say it was cool. It was better. I received it better seeing that scene with him and the booze and Wolverine and Deadpool. So maybe he's going to do a way better job than I giving him credit for.
Listen. Okay, I gotta address that comment because I'm not trying to break hearts, but listen, hear me out, please, hear me out before you get listen. So not only is Channing Tatum a fan of Gambit, he definitely, I know he pushed for them to make that accurate ass costume because I know they were probably gonna put him in some stupid ass black shit like they did in the original X-Men. They gave him his iconic outfit from the book, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have the black eyes, but like I'll let it slide, right? But the thing about Channing is he's trained with a staff, so he can do his own. Yeah, Channing. He did the staff training so he can do his own fight scenes, which I respect. He did do some dialect training so he could do the New Orleans. It wasn't perfect, but it was decent enough. He learned some of the language, which was cool. But the thing that made me see him as Gambit, like, yes, that line was cringy, but he debuted in a fucking Deadpool movie, guys. It was a comedy. He was gonna have to say something goofy. Every character in a Deadpool movie is goofy at some point or does something silly. It's supposed to be that way. But this time we're gonna see him a little bit more seriously. But like when he first was introduced, he was more serious.
Did Cable do some dumb shit?
Huh?
Did Cable do some dumb shit?
Kinda.
I don't remember.
Like he didn't necessarily do dumb shit. It was more like what Deadpool did to him. Like Deadpool mocked him and made a joke of him, and that's Deadpool. So when people are shitting on Shannon for the Gambit stuff, I'm like, his character debuted in fucking Deadpool. Like you can't expect it to not be a 100%. And if you actually recall, go back to the comic books, go back to the 90s animated TV show. Gambit wasn't always 100% serious. He cracked some jokes here and there. That was part of his charm. He is,
but he's not a comedic character. He's like sly. He's cool with
bro,
it. He's witty.
They made Blade say, this is a line that was hilarious. I cracked up when I heard it. But when they introduced Wesley Snipes as Blade, Deadpool says to Blade, he's like, "Oh, I thought you retired." And then fucking Wesley Snipes, Blade, he's like, "Did you just call me retarded?" And then Deadpool's like, "No, I said retired. I don't want to get canceled again." You know, and that's like I said, Blade is a serious character. Blade don't make jokes like that, but like that whole dynamic in a Deadpool movie, it makes sense and it fits. We're gonna see Shannon play play
That doesn't make him
Gambit.
goofy though. That don't make him.
But
goofy.
that don't mean he. But that
I don't
don't
even
right.
think
But
Gambit was goofy. But I didn't.
Gambit was goofy in that one line, bro. And that one line, he said he was goofy. But if you watch him come into the friggin' when he came on the screen, his lines were not meant to be goofy. Deadpool was mocking him for his voice and making cracks at his character or whatever. But like he didn't come in there with goofiness until the fight scene, and that's the only time he was goofy. His fight scene was fire. He moved like Gambit. He had quips like Gambit. So when people are like, well, if you're saying he did good as Gambit, I'm like, you look at Gambit. Go back and watch the 90s cartoon and tell me he didn't do his research, because he did. There's even in the trailer, the Endgame trailer, you see him do a flip. I'm just saying, you see him do some Gambit shit. You see him do some Gambit shit. And he's gonna be more serious in this one. I promise you. I promise you, he's gonna be.
It's not about serious or not about goofy. It's the line delivery. It's just anyway. That's not a heel I'm a down. I don't give a fuck about Gambit. Right?
I love Gambit. See, just like I don't give a fuck about Falcon. See how we don't give a fuck about characters?
But I want the character done right, which is why I said Channing Tatum should not be it. I know enough and have enough respect for Gambit to know Channing Tatum ain't it.
Well,
but if I can't have what I want, I don't know who I want to play Gambit. But
listen,
I'm just saying.
The thing that people don't understand again is like this movie is not. These people aren't set in stone moving forward. It's a multiverse story. These characters are not set in stone, guys. Like, we're getting X-Men slowly introduced to the current MCU. We're getting Jean Grey in Brand New Day. So like we're not gonna see. We don't know if Shannon is. We don't know if he's gonna be, but we don't know if he's gonna be Gambit moving forward.
T'Challa is dead. T'Challa is dead. No Black Love. No him and Storm. We don't get to see none of that.
Hey, we don't listen. Like I said, I've theorized. This is my theory, right? We're gonna see some reunions. We're gonna see the new T'Challa. I put money on. We're gonna see the new T'Challa.
If I see a fucking CGI Chadwick Boseman, I'm gonna laugh.
No, it ain't. I don't think it's gonna be Chadwick. No, there's not gonna be Chadwick. They're not gonna do him like that.
They wild enough to do some shit like that, bro.
No, they're gonna introduce a new T'Challa that's gonna reunite with Shuri, and that's probably gonna be T'Challa moving forward. I don't think Gambit is gonna stay. Channing Tatum, I don't think that's going to stick. I think they're just doing it because, he was a popular character, believe it or not. He was actually a popular character when he made his appearance in Deadpool. So he's coming back for that. And I don't think they're going to keep going because, like, he's too old. Like, if they're going to introduce what's her name as Jean Grey and they're all young, you're right, they're young. I don't think Shannon's going to stay as Gambit. And if he is, like, let's see what he does in this movie, y'all. Like, let's not just jump ahead and judge.
And you can do that. Although it was a recent comic, okay, I'm not trying to justify. I'm just saying there is reference material for it, and in better hands, it could work. But in that, not modern now, but in the like 2011, 12 X-Men comic, the X-Men from the past came to the future, and they did meet their like current day selves or whatever. So I can see them justifying that multiverse shit, although that was time travel, that wasn't a multiversal story. I can justify with that.
I don't think it's gonna stick. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as much as I like him as Gambit personally, I don't think it's gonna stick. And I don't really care if it does or doesn't. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do now that they have the IPs back and what they plan on doing with the characters. That's all I care about. I love X-Men. X-Men's my favorite.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see X-Men. Nightcrawler's my favorite X-Men, and the dude from the original movies, he was pretty good. I want to say he was great. He just didn't have the look of Nightcrawler, but none of them had the look. I need to see him with the Unitard, the red,
the red and black.
Yeah, the white boots and the gloves. Like, I need to see that. I didn't like that kid in Days of Future Past, that Apocalypse. I didn't see that.
I'm appreciating them trying to make these costumes, like making the costumes accurate to the comic books. They're getting there slowly but surely. So I
Nah, they should have been doing it. Should have been doing that.
No, I agree, but they, you know
Not
what I mean?
point.
It's some costumes look weird. Like, I'm sorry, ain't no way you're gonna convince me that Hawkeye's original comic book costume was not gonna look goofy as fuck on the fucking big screen. That shit was too purple, and that shit was too goofy looking.
And look, fuck it, lean into it, and then that's gonna weed out. That's gonna weed out all the normies, all people like, what's this dumb shit? I don't want to see this dumb shit. And all the comic book fans come with their popcorn. Oh shit.
Hawkeye's costume in the comic looked like a Sailor Moon villain. I don't want to hear that. I'm not trying to watch. Listen, if I want to watch Super Sentai, I'm gonna go back and watch Super Sentai. Hawkeye's costume was dookie in the comics. I'm sorry, that costume was goofy as fuck.
Saggy, you a Power Ranger fan, bro? How did you feel about that? The movie.
What movie?
The recent one.
What recent one? Which
Not
one?
recent, you know what I mean, bro. With the dude from Stranger Things.
The reboot.
The jump with Becky G. I didn't know that was her. She
the remake, the reboot that they did.
Yeah, the reboot.
It was different. It was different.
I mean, that was a race swap. Dex, how you feel about that one? You know what? Let me address the chat, because look, y'all. At first, there was nobody here. Like me and Saggy was talking to ourselves, and y'all came out of nowhere. Although y'all have shit takes, y'all are here, and y'all are fucking real ones. Y'all supportive, so it balances out. LMA was here though. Let me go through everybody.
Go ahead.
Left eye, lovely Sherry. And then a couple more people came in. Enzo is up in here. What up, bro? Creamage, Pouty. No, that's not Pouty. See, Creamage racist, but he's from Australia, so it's different.
Racism hits different from down under.
Tony, what up, Tony? Zax hates that I love black people too. I shat up on his.
You were so far behind the chat.
So far behind. I'm just going to address the people, not actual comments. Nas is up here. What up, Frank? Phil. I don't know if you want to be Scattered Night or Phil.
No, Phil. We don't care. He Phil. He Phil.
Molly. What up, Mike? Mike has bad knees. Who else? I said Nas. Common. What up, Common? Jamma Lama. What up, y'all? We about to actually react to the trailer, and I would say keep it more pop culture, not what would be the word for that? I'm lost on words when people are watching, when humans are watching, but the agenda or the messaging, mixed messaging, shit like that. Cope, I feel, and
I feel my phone getting hot.
Oh shit! All right, well, let's watch it, bro. What happened to the computer, or the PC? Or
this weather's not good for phones, bro.
I said, what happened to your PC?
Oh, it's old. It's old.
But you ain't got the RAM to keep up.
No, it's old. I've had that thing for fucking forever. All right, I'm gonna be quiet so you can watch the trailer.
Forever. I pause a lot. Oh, Mike hasn't seen it. Mike, we're gonna watch it tomorrow again too. I gotta get my black talk out the way right now, because I'm gonna go back and forth with Dax tomorrow. Oh well, no, we on the same page. He ate the race swap. I hate the race swap in here.
I love it.
I know I should hate it everywhere, but Dax, and I'm gonna say this. My dog just went off on somebody. But I heard the chirp. I don't have a ceiling bird.
I'm chirping. I'm a stir. My batteries just started doing that today. I'm like, I got the chirp. I was like, I've never had the chirp, bro. Now I got the chirp, and I see why we can't change the damn shit that's on the ceiling, bro. I don't got no step stool or nothing to get that bitch. I'm like, yo, I'm too short to get that shit, so I gotta listen to that bitch all fucking night now until I can find a way to get that shit out.
They used to say, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. Now you got to hide the shit of the smoke detector, because for some reason we can't get up there, bro.
I be playing video games with people, and when it's a black person, because you hear that chirp. I say, oh, you black, ain't you? They just start laughing. I'm like, now I got the fucking chirp, bro. Now it's happening. First time in my life I had the chirp. We always change the battery. Bro. Now I'm like, I can't reach the shit.
All right, Mr. PPV69. It's one of your people, Saggy?
No, it's your people.
Oh, my fault, PPV.
Wow.
Change,
Your
if you
people.
change your name, man, you supposed to be changed name.
Now they're my people. Nope. Now he my people now.
Man, he our people. Our people. He said, let him cook. Bro, I ain't got my black, I ain't got my Chappelle clips over here on this one.
I'm just saying.
Let me see. Let me see what it is. If I switch this real quick.
I didn't know y'all could hear the chirp. That's hilarious. I was hoping nobody quite peeped the chirp. Yeah,
Right,
I got the chirp.
This might take you out. Let me see.
Don't take me out.
Okay, it didn't take you out.
We'll be beefing.
I know. I had to go to the Tighten Up Tuesday real quick. All right, let me play a clip for Mr. PPV. All right, here we go.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
It's for my boy Mike, just because he showed up. You know, we gotta exercise black privilege over here, so you get a clip just for being there, and my sister being here.
Black privilege, but we gonna show a white superhero. I see how it. What? Because he wearing black? Is Batman black?
You know something?
The barbecue.
You know the barbecue, and he got money. He bringing out money. He paying tuitions. he buying
reparations.
He giving Falcon a loan because Falcon couldn't get a fucking loan. So,
you guys missed it when AJ tried to tell me that Batman don't care if Batman's parents die. He got money. he wasn't psychologically broken or nothing.
All right, this for the black people.
Come on. What's up, fam? How you doing? All right. Never forget about that, because that's all we got.
That's all we got.
When they get rid of the time change, how we know when to change the battery? Do we even... Oh, you got black cousins? We all we got, Mike. Let the white people pay their money first, bro. Stop it. We can't just recycle the same books in our community, bro. We got to bring it in.
I'm laughing at the irony that we talk about black issues and entertainment, and then meanwhile my goddamn smoke detector chirping in the background. Like, what are we doing? We becoming stereotypical on this damn street.
We don't need you, bro. We don't need you going forward.
I should have took that shit out. I'm embarrassed now.
This is for you, Mike.
Take your shit! Get the fuck out of my seat!
Sir.
Kick that monkey bitch off the plane!
Sir, you need to stop. They are children. Please stop.
Monkey!
Stop, Kay. It is not necessary.
Not him saying monkey, bro. I can't.
Monkey!
Freeze is such a dick, bro. Monkey!
Oh, that's dope. So it goes back to the video that I had pulled up when I switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just removed it. You didn't take it down. But okay, let's get into it. Come on.
Yeah, let's watch for your device down. Xavier School of Youngsters. Oh, bro. I'll be pausing a lot, Saggy. I'm going to get through it.
It's cool.
Okay, now, because this is another fucking theory. This is why I hate the MCU. There's just so many better things that they could have done. I said you could have introduced the X-Men. There was a comic book, right? There was a comic book where what up, Fonz? What's up, bro? There was a comic book where it was like a modernization of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, but instead of Firestar and Iceman, it was Iceman and the Human Torch. And I said you could have introduced the X-Men. We could have had a younger X-Men through not Xavier School necessarily. That's where they could be living, doing like extras, you know, classes and whatnot. But they could have went to that gifted school that Peter was going to. It would have made sense. Gifted youngsters. How did they get in? Ooh, Professor X got fucking connections. And then we could have seen, just young heroes together. I think that's how we should have introduced them. Instead of this multiverse bullshit. What?
Half a second, he already complaining.
I know, bro. I know.
Half a second. This man hit play and hit pause to complain about the damn name of the goddamn school. God damn it, play the damn thing.
That's how you supposed to.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Something's coming.
He said he paused to complain.
Half a second.
Something we may
Oh,
not
that's
be
Professor
able
X.
to
Bro, make this man walk. Do
before
something.
this day is done. we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
I don't know whose voice that is.
That's Robert Downey Jr.
All right, if you're going to leave him in the mask, why cast Robert Downey Jr.? If he's not going to sound like Robert Downey Jr., then why the fuck cast Robert Downey Jr.?
We don't know yet. Oh my, we don't know. There's too many unknowns. God damn it! Like we don't know. It's just Robert is Doctor Doom for some reason. I don't know. They said the man wasn't a variant or a multiverse one. He's just Victor Von Doom, and I don't know how that fuck is possible. I think they lied to us, but we don't know, bro. We gotta find out when we watch the damn movie. We don't know.
I also think it was hilarious how Black Panther's color was purple and all this shit was purple.
That is true, but I'm okay with the black suit.
Bro, I like the purple, okay? I likes the grape drink, but Marvel don't tell me that. Y'all don't need to know that we like that.
I've fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one. Everything that they sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together.
My boy John A. Douglas just pointed this out. Why the fuck is Thing so tiny?
I don't know why everyone's talking about that. I always thought he was kind of tiny, even in the comics.
Fuck no.
I thought he was just wide.
Fuck no. That boy big.
I thought he was wide, not tall.
That boy up there. Like, probably not as tall as the Hulk. Probably as tall as Hulk.
Why can't you give Short King some love? Like, why always gotta be a tall man? Why can't Short King get some love too, bro?
I'm a Short King.
Okay, let Short Kings have some love. Let him be a short little stuffy rock.
The Thing ain't a Short King.
He a Short King now. Let him be a Short King.
Look at Shuri, and then look at perspective. If he walks forward,
let him be a Short King. Okay,
he
can be a Short King.
I feel like he's gonna be shorter if he walks forward.
Let him be a Short King. Okay, just let him be short. It's okay.
I almost called him the N-word. This man arm barely bigger than M'Baku. I can't
listen. I love my Short Kings. Okay, I love my Short Kings. Let him be a Short King. Okay.
What's up, Rab? Now, is this a new show or something? I don't know, bro. I'm able to stream on a Monday. Maybe with the new work schedule, I can do more streams. We'll figure it out.
Short King fever.
I feel a change coming. 2 gems, 100 fonts. I don't know what it is, bro, but I appreciate it. I don't know what gems are. It's a new.
He's supporting the Short Kings. Okay, let him support the Short Kings.
He's supporting. Yeah, like I said, I'm a Short King. You know what? Stitch is a Short King.
Touching me. She's touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You're touching me.
Not touching.
Touching me.
That's me and Saggy. Free air, bro. I love you on Stitch.
I'm just saying. Short King.
Did I pull that up?
Put aside your petty squabbles.
I mean, yeah, she looked terrible, but I don't.
That's Rebecca Ramon.
I don't think. No, I'm saying this. They was talking about the wig. I don't think that's her like actual wig. I think she's transforming from somebody. So hopefully this shit will get fixed. But
that's probably her wig. I'm gonna lie. That's probably her hair, bro.
It probably is, bro. I'm trying to help them out right now.
Presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters.
Wakanda forever, bitch.
Look, bro, look.
Anthony Mackie got resting bitch face for real though.
I think it's probably a coincidence, but I just hate the transition from the black character to the black character, bro.
I mean, Wakanda forever.
Look, sometimes I know I be looking too deep into this shit, but This transition, bro, is wild.
You nitpicking now. Come on, cut it out.
I am, bro.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
They did it to me. And then this motherfucking muted ass suit. You might as well go back to that dark ass ugly gray you had on, bro.
You leave him alone. Leave Captain Falcon alone.
And I'm being real with you. Also, another reason I don't like Anthony Mackie is because he did that episode in that Black Mirror show. I wasn't watching it. My ex was watching that shit, so I was just in there with her when she was watching. And this motherfucking kissing.
Wait, which episode was it? I think I seen it. Hold on.
The jump where him and his homeboy from back in the day hopped on a little virtual game, but you could like feel stuff. So then,
and they were gay.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking shit was hilarious.
Man, see,
that shit had me dying, bro. I was laughing my ass off. He was like, "I'm not gay," but you was gay. You was gay. It's okay. You gay, bro. It's all right. But that shit was funny. I was dying, bro.
GG's funds. What are you sending money? I don't know what gems are, bro. I truly don't. I know it's some type of.
See, now you're nitpicking the super chats. You're nitpicking the super chats now. Look.
I'm not. I'm telling him because he asked me, do I get paid from it? And I'm saying the audience usually just send like currency.
Okay, but listen, if he's sending gems, it might mean something. So maybe
it means something. I appreciate gems.
I didn't know what gems are either, but like, because I haven't been streaming monetized stuff for a bit. But either way, like, you'll figure it out.
Bro, we hate this shit, bro. See, we transition from black character to some purple. I'm just playing.
That's Gambit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
And also, you ain't gonna talk about Cyclops' accurate costume. Are we dead ass? That's like the OG fucking Cyclops too.
That's like shit we should have been doing. Like,
I mean, I agree. Blame Fox. Blame Fox, not fucking Marvel. Blame Fox. That's fire. Cool. That's a fucking fire. Apparently, his gloves aren't yellow, which I don't know why, but it's whatever. But his gloves aren't yellow.
Mark my words.
Namor. I was also upset we didn't get an accurate Illuminati. Black Panther was supposed to be a part of that, off and on. Actually, the same conversation that Falcon and Cap was having in that old ass comic was the conversation that T'Challa had with, I think specifically Iron Man, but with the Illuminati. It was like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna be a part of this shit because y'all ain't gonna be telling me what to do. Y'all got y'all heads up y'all asses trying to make decisions for everybody. Shit gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Falcon sounds like a dick, and I don't fucking like him now. Thank you. Man, talk about I'm doing my own thing. I don't want to be a team player. Well, what the fuck are you a superhero for then, bitch? Fuck out of here. I want to do my own thing. Like, who you think you are, Batman, bro? Like, this is Marvel. You trying to be the Batman of MCU. I want to be independent. I don't have a team. Batman had a team. That man was fucking solo dolo until Robin came along.
You mad at this black man for wanting more?
Well, why more what? Wanting more what? Be a solo superhero who get no support? What happens? He a human with a fucking suit. He got no superpowers. Who's gonna help him when a fucking alien, the fucking actual power person comes and fucks up his shit? Oh, well, Hulk smash. Come on, Hulk, help me. No, you said you want to be independent. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
that man limited to fucking regular criminals. Ain't no superpower.
You tell me what he did against Red Hulk, because I didn't watch that.
Who?
You said what he gonna do when Hulk try to Hulk smash him.
Oh yeah, Falcon and the I forgot about that.
See.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot how that ended, but it was kind of like it's not like he did it by himself though.
Of course he did.
No, there's no way he was gonna take on a Red Hulk by his damn self. Like the fuck, even having Captain Shield ain't gonna do shit.
That boy had derivative villains. How you give him 2 Hulk villains, bro?
I mean,
how you not give Hulk his villains, but you just slide him over here to Cap Falcon?
And the thing is too, like I'm just gonna say, like Falcon in the movies, at least for the most part, like it's not like he's smart, not like he a genius like that. Like he a soldier. That's it. He military smart.
Comic book he is.
Yeah, but like in the movies,
not genius, but more so like the War Machine shit, like with fight IQ.
Yeah, but like he ain't no Tony Stark, bro. Like I don't know. You want to know a black character that I don't care exists, and I hope they don't bring her into this shit, and I'll be mad if they do. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
Fucking Ironheart, bro.
Bro, I hate Ironheart.
I fucking Ironheart in Wakanda Forever. Okay, whatever. But like, fuck Ironheart, bro. Nobody asked for Ironheart. Who the fuck cares about Ironheart? I don't care about Ironheart.
Sloppy seconds, thirds, and fourths, bro. We already got female Iron Man with Pepper and his daughter, and now we got Black Iron Man.
Okay, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Fucking kids.
It does. That's what I'm saying.
Who the fuck asked for Ironheart, bro?
She was so far down the totem pole, bro. It's like she should be under.
No black person was sitting here like, man, I hope we get a female black fucking Iron Man, bro.
Y'all, Fun's my Fortnite homie. Sag, you trying to hop on Fortnite?
I'd have to re-download it.
Let's get it. Ironheart can kiss my ass. Nah, she can't, bro. She got a man face. You know, let me stop, bro. I'm not trying to shit on her, but I think that was purposeful. Ironheart in the comic book was feminine. Her suit was pink. Like it was beautiful.
No, Ironheart in the comic book shouldn't, because there should be no Ironheart comic book. Who cares about Ironheart, bro?
You're right. I agree.
Just like Batwoman. Who the fuck asked for Batwoman, bro?
Cassidy, man, she kind of dope though. I like her.
Who the fuck wants Batwoman? Who asked for that bitch?
I want to goon over a Batwoman, bro.
Yeah, Batgirl. Why do we need Batwoman?
Cause she's Batgirl. We can't goon to her till she turned 18.
Bro,
she was 18. Now. She was 18. I know, bro. It was a joke, bro. It's a joke.
Fuck Batwoman. Nobody wants to fucking care about no Batwoman. They made her a lesbian anyway. Ain't nobody fucking care about no Batwoman, bro. Even Batman didn't fuck with her. Batman's like, can you stop dressing up like you one of us, bro? Because people are getting confused thinking we rock with you. We really don't, bitch. Like, where did you come from? Like, you just a fangirl. Like, you're weird, bro. You're weird. You're a stalker fangirl, bro. That's all Batwoman was, bro. Nobody cares about fucking Batwoman, bro.
Damn, Fonz, you keep sending the shit, bro. Let me find because I gotta switch to the other one to play more clips, and that's fine. It just takes the video down for a little bit.
Fucking Batwoman, fucking Ironheart. Like, who the fuck he asked for these stupid characters? Like, I don't give a fuck. Come at me sideways, but I don't care. Nobody asked for these characters to exist. Anyone who says they like Ironheart or Batwoman, y'all are evil, and you're part of the problem.
All right, so this clip is perfect. I'm Dave Chappelle, and then the white people, Bill Burr, and the other dude. This is I don't know, bro. I don't know. Somebody telling me to stop complaining about fucking black Captain America.
Wow, that's the first lottery a black person's won in a long time, Billy.
Yes, and they'll probably still complain.
Man, fuck you.
AJ, you know that you can still keep the share screen on and play the clips at the same time without taking the screen down?
Saggy, no, you can't. Because
yes, you can. I do it all the time.
Saggy, when you're in the same brand, yes, you can do that. But when you switch brands, like how I switch and it changed this background to my Titan of Tuesday background. Spoilers, y'all see my Cartoon Network Titan Tuesday up there in the top right? See, y'all weren't supposed to see that.
Brands. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Y'all weren't supposed to see that till tomorrow, but.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I get what you say. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so now I switch back to the brand. And
oh, that makes sense. I didn't peep that. My bad.
Yeah, fucking phone user.
We're going to need a miracle. Hey, pal. It's not possible.
It's Mystique. She's worthy because she sided with Professor X in fucking whatever that fucking movie was that was forever ago. I'm talking shit. All right, you know. I hate that. I hate that smug look because as I see him right now.
Why are you hating?
Because as I see this, I just see that fucking tweet he put out when everybody was shitting on Anthony Mackie for being Falcon. And then he came out and validated him, saying like he's Falcon now. And to me, that was just, who was this Steve Rogers? What's his real name? Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
I'm saying, get off my dick. I'm tired of this shit. Let me take a break. He's capped now. I'll come back later when they up that check.
But we don't know why he here. If it's the same Captain America from that universe, if
It
like
don't matter, bro. Either he
you
cap
don't know, we
Hydra
don't know
cap,
why
bro.
he's
It don't
there. We
matter. It
don't
don't
know why
matter.
he's there. Yes,
It
it does
don't
matter.
matter.
It does matter because
Don't matter,
again,
bro.
we don't know if this is a multiverse version of him and what his connection is, how he knows Thor. Like we don't know. We don't know. So you're just assuming that he gonna come back and put on the Captain America suit and be Captain America, or he, you know what I'm saying? We don't know the story, so we just judge it based on a trailer. All they're doing with this trailer is showing us cameos of characters that are gonna be in the movie, and that's not even all of them. You know, we're just getting a teaser. Now we're getting questions. Now, like this teaser is to get us to ask questions and want to get the answers by going to see the movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. It won't work. Nostalgia bait. Same with Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
I'm okay with it.
Was that No Way Home? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm okay with it.
No, I don't think that's. I hope that's not Mystique for real. If it is, that's hilarious.
I mean, that would be pretty funny, but we won't know. We won't know.
But ain't no way they bring it back.
How he has both hammers, by the way. He has a hammer and he has the axe. I don't know if you've seen it when he was fighting, when he was hitting Doctor Doom and Doctor Doom blocked it, but that was Stormbreaker. That wasn't the hammer. That was the axe.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. It was
that was the axe. That was the axe. That wasn't the hammer. Like pretty sure that was Stormbreaker.
Oh, you saying Thor has both?
Yeah, Thor has both in this movie because we just seen him with the hammer, right? Because like Captain America grabbed it or Steve Rogers grabbed it, right? But he also is using Stormbreaker, so he has both fucking weapons.
Discover standards, Saggy.
No, fuck you. My standards are fire, okay?
Bro, I don't know, man. It's wild. I feel nothing watching this.
Listen, my standards is I would like to go in. I like movies. I like television. I like these things. So I want to go into stuff liking it and not just immediately wanting it to fail. Like there are some things like Ironheart. I don't like when I saw Ironheart, I don't care for the character. The character didn't excite me. I don't want to see the show, so I haven't seen the show. Everyone's like, you should see it. It's not that bad. I don't care because I don't care about Ironheart. I really don't. The only reason why I watch certain shows that that I don't really like at first is if it is important to the stories I do like. Like if I need to see this show or movie to understand what's going on in the next movie that I do care about, I will force myself to watch it. But I don't want to hate things anymore, bro. Hating shit is bad for your health, bro.
I do agree. I would say constantly hating. That's still a high level of emotion. We need apathy. We need to not give a fuck. Therefore, we support these people.
But this is what I mean. Like, if you don't want to support it, then don't support it. We don't have to always, all day, every day, argue with each other. I do it for content primarily. Like, if I'm arguing with people on Twitter, I'm just trying to like farm some content here. Like, I'm trying to get a conversation going that I could use for my channel. Outside of that, like, I genuinely don't have beef with AJ having a different opinion about this movie than I do. If he don't want to see it, he thinks it's ass, that is his right. Who the hell am I to tell him you're wrong, you should like it? Like, I'll discuss it with you why I believe that, you know, his criticisms aren't valid in my opinion, but what I think is valid and what I like in my entertainment does not speak for anyone else. I'll just argue with people, but sometimes things people say piss me off. Like, you know, AJ, people were fucking bitching about this scene you have on screen. Like, how could Dr. Doom stop fucking Thor's hammer or his axe? How could Dr. Doom do that? Bro, do you not know Dr. Doom? Do we not know that Dr. Doom is literally like one of the fucking greatest sorcerers in the MCU, and he fucking incorporates magic with science? He's just as smart as Dr. Reed and fucking Tony Stark when it comes to technology and science, bro. But you guys can't understand how he could stop Thor's fucking hammer. Like, do y'all guys know Thor's not invincible? He's a god, but he's not invincible. Did you know his weapons are you basically enchanted with magic? So you're asking why a powerful sorcerer such as Dr. Doom, who knows how to use magic and science, would be able to not figure out how to stop Thor's fucking magic. But y'all are fans of the comic book. Y'all are fans of these characters, but don't understand why this scene's happened and why Dr. Doom could do that. Well, Thanos, when he was fighting Thanos, okay, but Dr. Doom's like right under there with Thanos. Like, Dr. Doom could not would probably not beat Thanos on his own, especially with Thanos with the gauntlet and the 5 stones, right? Like, there's probably a chance he wouldn't be able to fight him, but he would be a good fucking fight against Thanos. Like, don't people sleep on Doctor Doom like they don't understand Doctor Doom's character. And that's the criticism I get mad at. Like, if you're going to criticize it because it looks bad or whatever, fine. But don't criticize it because you just don't understand the character. Because that will trigger me.
I don't know Thanos outside of the Infinity Gauntlet story. So
Thanos physically, because of his biology, because of his species, he's very powerful. With the gauntlets, he was pretty unstoppable, right? Like, it took
I get that. I'm just saying that I can't at length have that conversation with you about a Doctor Doom versus a Thanos. Because I would believe Doctor Doom could handle regular Thanos.
I mean, again, Thanos is pretty strong. It is possible, but you have to remember, like, Thor couldn't take on Thanos before he had the stones. Like, he had a couple, but like Thor couldn't really take him out by himself either. So like, Thanos was pretty strong and powerful, sure. Like, there are a lot of villains that are really fucking strong, but they always get defeated some ways from fashion. But they usually do a lot of damage before then, right? But like, when people are arguing how Doctor fucking Doom could stop Thor's hammer with just his fingers like that, I'm like, if you actually really know Doctor Doom, again, he is a sorcerer. He was in one version. He was set up to be Sorcerer Supreme. Like, he was going to be the next Sorcerer Supreme.
I do think that you're attributing a complaint or one comment to a group of people.
No, I see multiple people say this today. Like, this was not one person. This was like a fucking wave of people.
It's super normies. This movie is to bring in super normies. I think real comic book fans see this shit and see it for the slop that it is. They need to bring in the normies. That's where you get the numbers from. So,
but I mean, I hear you. But again, my biggest issue is
that's why they will put this cool scene in it.
That's why I get mad when people criticize things based on lack of information. It's like, it takes a simple Google search to ask, "Hey Google, how strong is Doctor Doom in the MCU?" And you'll have an entire fucking page explaining every instance that Doctor Doom was really a fucking formidable foe for the Avengers and in any story he's in. He is a fucking villain for a reason. Of course, he's not going to be that easy to beat. But the comparison to Thanos, like, well, you guys know Thanos. I'm like, bro, Thanos was a boss too. But Doctor Doom is a fucking sorcerer, and he's a fucking genius. And he incorporates magic with science. It's not that easy to figure it out.
Hey, Kang didn't die in real life.
Who?
Kang didn't die. Why we couldn't recast Kang? Why we couldn't keep him going if he was supposed to build up to be this great villain?
Because Jonathan Majors got caught up smacking a white bitch in his car. Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. He didn't die, so Kang didn't have to. I don't know what happened.
His career died, bro. His career died. That's what it was.
Recast Kang, bro. We had a whole villain.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I had this conversation with somebody earlier. I'm not that mad about Kang because, like, I the direction they were going with Kang the Conqueror was kind of like, but also like, I didn't care for Kang. I'm not, he was not, like, I'd rather have Doctor Doom.
For sure. I would rather have seen the leader. I've been wanting the leader since that boy head swole up in the Edward Norton Hulk movie.
I would have had so many other villains. I would have had so many other villains to pick from other than Kang, but I think Doctor Doom is probably the better decision to go with. Just saying.
Would you do this for Nas?
What?
He said, "Are you from Boston?" Can she say sorcerer 3 times as fast?
I am from Boston. It is sorcerer. The way I say Star Wars too. Everyone laughs at me how I say Star Wars.
Yeah, he was found not guilty through that, and they didn't bring him back. I don't think Disney said I'm sorry or nothing, bro. They just act like it didn't happen. Bro.
I tell people this all the time. Disney don't fuck around with controversy, bro. Like, it don't matter what it is, whether you're guilty or not. They don't want no bad juju on their fucking, like, I'm sorry, because, like, even though he was found guilty, public opinion, there was so much backlash. People they're like, listen, we don't want to deal with it. We're trying to make movies. We ain't trying to get into no politics. We ain't trying to get into no bullshit. Like, I don't think that they should have fired Gina Carano, but I understood it because Disney has been notoriously famous for fucking not dealing with controversy. Like, if you have any bullshit that comes with you, they ain't gonna fucking hire you, bro. They don't do that shit. Like, as soon as you do, like, they took a risk having fucking Robert Downey Jr. come back. You know what I'm saying? And that was before Disney got their hands on it. So if Robert Downey Jr. if this was a Disney thing, they wouldn't have had Robert come in as Iron Man. I guarantee it.
All right, let's finish this. Oh yeah, he has two. I mean, it's cool. What happened to Mighty Thor? Didn't she have fucking Mjolnir?
Listen, I don't know that well, we ain't talking about Ragnarok, bro. Fuck Ragnarok.
Was it right? No, that Love and Thunder. That was.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was Love and Thunder. That's right. It was Love and Thunder. Oh no, Love and Thunder was the Planet fucking Hulk thing, not Ragnarok, was it?
No, Ragnarok was Planet Hulk. Love and Thunder was the Gore the God Butcher shit.
Yeah. See, I get the movies confused because I'm sorry, I did not care for the Thor movies. I did not like the Thor movies. I did not like the Thor movies.
People was pointing out this is a Dragon Ball Z reference. That's cool if it is. If not, it don't even matter.
We're going to need a miracle.
A miracle.
Miracle.
Hey, pal.
Hey, pal. Even the way he said that was sus.
You know what? I'm rewatching it with you, and when you say that, I'm like, you're right. It was kind of a weird, like, hey pal, like, bro, what? That's not something he would say. I don't know. That sounds weird. Yeah, you're right.
It would be more of a warm greeting.
Awesome.
That just looks shifty, bro. That looks shifty. In a better universe, having Cap do that would have been nice.
Nah, I kind of feel like you might be right. That might be Mystique, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good theory.
Bro, I don't want it to be Mystique, bro.
I mean, when you say it the way he says it, I'm like, yeah. I mean, that does seem kind of weird. Cause like, how the fuck would Steve Rogers come back in this universe and be young again? And not even like young, like he's still kind of old. You can see age, but like, I don't know, man. It's a little suspicious to me.
Y'all, I hope it's Mystique now.
I kind of hope it's Mystique too. I'm not even gonna front. Like, I kind of hope that like we just got bamboozled because now we know Mystique's in there. So maybe some of the cameos aren't actually legit cameos. It's just Mystique, just like, hey, we don't gotta hire all these actors back for full-fledged movie. We just have Mystique morph into them for a little bit.
Why would it be Mystique? Because it's modern MCU, Dax. That's why. That's why.
Why wouldn't? Because the bitch is in there. Why not utilize her to be fucking with people by turning into people they know? Who knows? We don't know. It's possible. It is possible. Y'all don't know.
Oh
see,
my
now
lord!
He calling us monkeys. Now he calls monkeys. See, this is the shit. I come on the stream to argue with you about fucking movies and shit, and now we get called racial slurs, bro.
I'm scared to bring black people over here, bro. I be scared.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a treatment we get for being on the show to talk about black issues. Is getting called monkeys.
They gonna make me switch sides, man.
Just because my smoke detector, right? Just like because my smoke detector's chirping, don't mean you gotta call me a monkey. Goddamn.
Yeah, monkey would have got his ass up there and been able to change that smoke detector.
So we know we've been streaming for a bit, but we got to get into that Avatar talk because we got some things we got to discuss.
All right. See, that was my thing, bro. You be putting these fucking. You don't be listening to me and my point. You go put the points on me that the motherfuckers you mad at, you just argue at them through me. I'm like, hold on, bro. I ain't said none of this dumb shit.
I'm projecting, damn it. Let me project.
At least you admit it, bro. Thank you. All right, that's it.
Wait. Highlight that comment real quick. Hold on. Highlight that comment. This is the shit I'm talking about. Who said that? Hold on. Where was it? No. Why is Mystique naked? Highlight that comment real quick.
Stephenzo.
Bro, when the fuck was she actually naked in the books or TV show? She was only naked in the fucking movies when like that like she was only naked, which was dumb. Like she didn't have to be naked like to transform. She literally would morph her body and the people's clothes and shit. So why couldn't she wear clothes? What you mean? Why isn't she naked? She wasn't supposed to be naked.
Now she
Although I
wasn't.
do miss the titties. I do miss the titties. She should be naked. I would agree. I like the titties, but like,
I mean, yeah. This suit is comic accurate. I actually like her in the white with the little skull belt.
yeah, that costume was fire. I'll say that. Mystique had a very simple costume, but it was still fire. Like that was sexy as hell. Talk about why why ain't she naked? She was never supposed to be naked. You perverts.
All right, that's it for that one. Yeah, we can watch the Avatar trailer. So we've already seen it on my channel. Okay, y'all. But me and Saggy have been having some Avatar discussions, and I don't get to stream with Saggy. I don't get to, she for some reason she blocked me in the chat.
I didn't do it.
So,
I did not do it. I think my mods did it, and I haven't figured out how to undo it. I've been trying. I messaged Google and YouTube, and they were like, "We'll look into it," and then they never said anything about that. So you got to go to your settings. I'm like, "Bitch, I did that."
Are you a Kingdom Hearts fan?
I played the first one.
Oh, okay. Bro, do you watch oh yes, that's what we was talking about, the Netflix Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we ain't watching. We not talking about that. We talking about the movie.
What movie?
Bro, the animated movie.
Oh, the animated one. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Yes, the trailers. So this is the third time my people have seen it. But I get to talk with somebody who's passionate about it and who don't hate Korra because she's black. I'm talking about.
I don't hate Korra because she's black. I hate Korra for a magnitude of other reasons.
You hate Korra, bro? I do not hate Korra.
Korra was the worst Avatar ever, anyways.
Bro, you've only seen 2, bro.
Korra was the worst Avatar so far. Okay, she was not.
You've only seen 2.
Bitch,
have you read the book?
The whole Avatar line, my boy. Like she had to clean up every mess she created. Every mess she directly created because the bitch wouldn't listen. She was too cocky. I didn't like her attitude. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it.
Too much strong black woman for me, but she was hot though. Wow, she
was. But and then they made her a lesbian at the end. That shit was so goofy.
You know what? I'm not sold on that. I feel like she was fucking around with Marco. She like tried to give Bolin a chance. I think she panned by whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Korra was the worst Avatar so far. I'm just saying, and I guarantee you the next one's gonna be just as bad, if not worse. I just did not like Korra's. Like I watched it. It had some nostalgia for me, but like I couldn't stand Korra. And then she started having like trauma and shit, like crazy trauma, like. That was like, bitch, get over it. It ain't that deep. Like, why are you crashing out like this? And then you're like giving up. And I'm like, I fucking hate her, bro.
I agree, bro. When I say I like Korra, I liked everything except Korra. All the characters were cool. I think, you know what though? I think Varric was my favorite character. And the fact that he wasn't a bender or like a hero, maybe that does say a lot about the story.
No, I agree. Everything about Legend of Korra was great except for Korra. She was the worst part of that fucking show, and it was about her, and that's the sad part. Like, I got no love. And everyone said, why does everyone hate Korra? Because you're a fucking hardcore Aang fan. Like, Aang had his problems, but, like, it wasn't his fault that he was a fucking child. He didn't even get a chance to get there, and the fucking Fire Nation came, and he ran. Like, if he didn't run, because everyone's like, oh, he ran away. Bro, he would have died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, the Avatar's a baby now. At least him being frozen preserved the line. Like, the Air Nomads got wiped out. If it wasn't for Aang, they would have stayed wiped out. Like, him running was the best thing he ever did. But, like, Korra was just annoying, bro. Oh, I'm the Avatar. I'm very... And, like, nobody cared about teenager. Like, I'm sorry. Aang was a child, so it worked. But we had to deal with a teenager going through puberty, bro. I just couldn't do it, bro. Took me out.
Varric, Julie, do the thing. Man, I like them. You know what? Yes, but the spirit world and the human world were merged already before. So I'm not mad at that. Humans get good.
I feel like this new Avatar that's coming out, like the new show, because it's like a post-apocalyptic, like the benders are dying off. They're going extinct. That's the story. Like there's the Avatar, and the Avatar wasn't born after Korra died. It was like a long time after the fact, and they're twins. So there's a lot to unpack there. But like, I'm trying to wonder, like, Korra fucked up so bad that when she died, the Avatar didn't get passed on right away. It took a long time. So like, you fucked up so bad that there was no Avatar for fucking decades, bro. And then on top of that, like, because there was no Avatar, now the fucking world is an apocalyptic era, and the Benders are dying off because of all the stupid shit you did, Korra. Worst Avatar ever, bro. Worst Avatar ever.
They weren't? Okay, so, and this was in Korra, but Juan's story, did he have to go to the spirit world, or did he just have to travel to get to the spirits? I don't think there were like two different planes of existence. No, because he walked and met the lion turtle. Is a lion turtle not a spirit? Is that just a what do they call them?
So the lion turtles were the one that granted the bending powers in the first place, right? And then once the whole situation between the big spirits, I forget the names, but the white one and the dark one, right? They were fighting for centuries.
And Batu.
Then right. Then
that was garbage shit that they made.
Right, but then the homeboy interrupted the fight, right? And then she was like, "All right, well, since you fucked up, now we gotta do something about this man. So like, I'm gonna, be inside you. You're gonna use my powers or whatever." And then once that happened, the turtles were like, "All right, y'all don't need us no more. Y'all need our protection. You don't need our powers. We're gonna fuck off." So when whoever had powers that they gave at that time, that's where the bending started. That's how the Avatar and everything started. So the turtles, they fucked off, and they stayed fucked off, except for one time when Aang found one and taught Aang how to take the bending away. That was it. That's the only time we saw the turtles is with Aang when he taught him.
Aang and Juan walked. I think he was. Did he?
Juan was the first Avatar.
Okay, no, because Dak said the spirit and the human world weren't merged, that they weren't one thing, and I'm saying they definitely were.
So the spirit world and the human world were one and the same, and then humans lived on the lion turtles for protection. They made cities on them to keep the spirits from hurting them. And then
did they? Because I remember Juan. Yes. No, people would go and travel. And when they went into the wild, they went and got the bending. It was fire, I think, from the lion turtle. So they weren't living on the lion turtle. Maybe they were at some point, but
they were living on the lion turtles. And then when they ventured off, they would get bending from the lion turtles, so they could be safe and protect themselves from the spirits when they ventured out. I don't know why they ventured out. I don't know what they were doing out there. They never really fully fucking explained it. But they would go out there. And then when they returned, they'd get the powers taken away and go live on the city. It back. Yeah. That's what that. So, and then after Juan fucked up the fight between the two spirits, that's when they said, okay, we need protection from this evil spirit now because he's making the fucking spirits even more dangerous. So that's when they all started getting the powers from the turtles. And the turtles were like, well, now you guys have power. You don't even need us anymore. So, like, we're going to fuck off and y'all are on your own. And then eventually the gates, the portals separated the worlds. And that's why the worlds are now separated. And that's when Korra came in and again, fucked that all up and merged the fucking realms again. Because she's a fucking horrible Avatar, bro.
See,
I know my shit. I loved Avatar, bro. I watched Avatar. I watched the fucking the Korra shit. I watched it hardcore. Like I watched it to the sea. I'm a big fan.
Read the books, bro. Read the books. Kyoshi is my favorite Avatar. I haven't read my Yang Chen book, but it's in
Kyoshi
storage.
was a fucking savage Avatar.
And she can fuck women if she wants to.
She killed people. Only a couple Avatars have actually killed people, and Kyoshi was one of them. That's why in that scene when Aang was trying to understand how he didn't want to kill Ozai, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking to the other Avatars to get their takes on it. Kyoshi and surprisingly, what's her name? The air nomad one was like, nah, you gotta kill him, bro.
She like, bro, you the Avatar first, bro. Right, you need to handle that shit.
You gotta kill him. You gotta kill him. And Kyoshi was like, nah, I did not hesitate to kill a motherfucker when I needed to, bro. And I was like, Kyoshi was scary, bro. And even the air nomad, that threw me off because I was expecting that bitch to be like, yes, peace, be with everybody. And she's like, nah, you got to do what you got to do, homie. Like, air nomad or not, like, we all wiped out. You got to kill that boy.
Hey, I'm not mad at that logic, though. The same with Joker and Jason Todd. It's like, look, this motherfucker been killing folk left and right. Body count super high. Higher than the OnlyFans thought. Pennywise said that in the rap
Hey,
video.
yo, Dax, you say Aang was being a pussy, but he still stopped the Fire Lord without killing that man in fairness, and he got lucky because he ran into a fucking lion turtle.
Yeah.
He got lucky, bro, because he was gonna have to kill that man regardless, because he was a gunner, and then he was like, "Oh wait, I can take this man's bending way. That works. I don't gotta kill him, and I can stop him." But
All
I
right,
don't think he's a pussy. He was a kid. What you mean? He was a child, bro.
Did you watch Dragon Ball Z, Saggy?
I did up until I don't watch the new shit. I can't do it.
No, fuck that. Okay, the Saiyan saga when Krillin died, Goku turned Super Saiyan. All right, take away Aang's ability to take away bending. Frieza is Ozai. Ozai is Frieza. He kills one of Team Avatar. Who does he kill to send Aang in Avatar state and to kill him?
Aang wouldn't hesitate to kill Ozai if he didn't have an alternative way. I'm just saying he would have done it. I'm just saying.
You saying he would have killed him?
Oh, if he had no other way, he would. Yo, Aang.
Heck no, especially him being a child, bro. Heck no.
Aang would have. See, this is the thing about Avatar, right? Aang was looking for an alternative, right? He asked the previous avatars what he should do. Two of those avatars told him he had to do it, including an air nomad. And the air nomad was important because he was an air nomad. And he hasn't talked to an air nomad in 100 years, over 100 years. So the air nomad even telling him, you're going to have to kill him if you have no other option. And Aang would have killed Fire Lord Ozai if he didn't have an option. But technically speaking, we won't even truly know if that's even factual because he did find another option. But I think that he really would, if he had no choice to do so, he would have had to do it. He would have, because he would have had no other option.
I don't think so. But you didn't answer my question.
Way he could have.
I said, who does Ozai kill to send Aang in the Avatar state?
Katara.
Katara? I don't know. The show would definitely not have let them kill Katara. I'm sure.
Honestly, I think personally, Ozai would have killed any one of Aang's friends. He would have even killed Appa or Momo, and Aang would have done it.
For sure.
But I think if it was Katara, because that's his boo, that's his future wife. Like he would have destroyed the Fire Nation completely, Zuko included. Fuck you, Zuko. No more firebenders. He would have wiped the fucking firebenders off the face of the planet.
You know what? Dax, you say this? Watch the movie. Watch this Avatar movie. We'll watch it in Discord, bro. I will say I got to be at work here in the morning. We can't do it tonight. Wait, tomorrow.
Did he kill Sokka? Is that how Sokka died?
No, bro. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because the funny thing is, nobody knows how Sokka fucking died. That boy was just dead. We know he was there in Republic City.
We know he was
there. But like after that, nobody knows, and no one has said how Sokka died. Even the books, we don't know how this boy died. We just know he did.
Look,
and he died young. And he died young, by the way.
I be trying to ignore the agenda shit in Korra, but they did kill both of our male characters. It still got the females around.
And had to die so Korra could exist. Sokka, I don't know how Sokka died. That's just gonna piss me off for all eternity. Like, why don't we know how this boy died? Yeah. Like, y'all couldn't even explain it in the books. Like, he died young too. He didn't die old.
He didn't die as a man?
He died in his probably like late 30s or like mid 30s or early 40s. He did not get gray hair. He died young.
Nah, Doberman. No, we haven't said anything gay. I'm here with a woman, so I have no reason to. It's not a bunch of sausages to influence me. I don't have clips. I appreciate the gems, bro. Damn. What about?
I wanted to argue with you about the live action, but you don't want to get into that. You don't want to have that discussion.
You would rather argue about that than watch this?
Yeah, because I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I saw the trailer and I know the leak was out there. I didn't watch the leak. I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to wait for it to come out. But no, I saw the trailer. I mean, there's not much, like, it looked good, but I'm not sitting here like, oh my god, I'm more excited for fucking Doomsday.
It's an actual woman, bro. Oh, fuck Doomsday. All right, let me play. Your phone hot?
You can play it though. If you really want to play it, you can play it. I know everyone saw it multiple times.
Man, that live action look like shit. All right, here you go. Double. I don't have a dog video.
Live action shit. Live action was fucking pretty good considering.
No, I don't have a dog video. I got this one.
Don't forget, I'm half human, so that 50% of me that's stupid, that's 100% you.
Your math is blowing my mind.
All right, there you go. Where's the fucking brand?
Get it together.
All the way at the top. Hey, my little button scroll now, so we good. All right.
I just want to point out, Qatar says you might be the last airbender. All Aang had to say to Qatar is like, you got any airbender in you? No? You want some?
He said, I don't have to be.
Yeah, I don't have to be the last one, girl. Like, come on now. Don't act like that kiss in the finale didn't mean nothing. We have kids and grandkids, honey. Like, we ain't the last one.
You know something? That is a complaint that I have about this movie, but I'm not gonna spoil it. You like that, Saggy?
Zuko is always funny. Zuko was unironically funny.
Yeah. I think this would have been better as a series.
I mean, I love how on Netflix right now I have my TV on Avatar Last Airbender popping up on the screen for like, you must watch this next.
I don't feel like
Shut
these
up, bitch.
people. Huh?
I said, shut up, bitch, to her.
I feel like these people in the movie really didn't even have a purpose.
How many people died in 100 years he was gone? Bitch, I was frozen. The fuck you want me to do? The fuck? I could have died, bitch. You lucky I came back to fucking end the war 100 years later, you dumb hoe.
Tomatoes. Dax, we gotta watch it, bro. I'm gonna watch it with you.
Bitch.
Zach, you can I'll invite you to the Discord too.
I don't have Discord no more, unfortunately.
Okay. Bro, they didn't even get Sokka his sword in the movie.
His space sword?
Yeah. All right, what you want to watch this Avatar Netflix shit? You want to justify this?
What's your complaints? We don't gotta watch it. Just tell me what your complaints are. I got you.
Well, I didn't watch season 2, so
season 2, in my opinion, was better than season 1.
I saw Toph get hit by a rock. I saw that. That was dumb. That was like not possible.
Wait, she got hit by a rock? What you mean?
What up, Beefy Bites? Let me see if I can find that clip. She got hit by a rock. Aang, I think it was Aang threw a rock at her.
I don't remember her getting hit by a rock.
Toph gets hit by a rock. Avatar Netflix. See if this shit pop up. The boulder. Nah. I mean, the boulder, that's a complaint. That boy ugly. He don't look nothing like the character he was supposed to be. That whole scene,
okay, so what if he was ugly? He was a big dude and he wasn't that important.
He definitely was important.
Right,
That's
he really
why,
wasn't.
That's wild of you to say that, because he was the main, he was the champion at the Rock wrestling. I forgot what it was called, whatever that thing.
After, listen,
he came in later on. Him and who was it? Him and the big dude. I don't know if it was Hippo or what.
Listen, I'm saying he really wasn't the after.
But they came back in the final fight, though. That was my point.
But after Toph escaped him when he was hired to track her down, after she escaped him and beat him multiple times, you didn't see him come back till like the end for the big battle, and that was it. Who cares? He wasn't a very important figure.
People care. He was important. He was a memorable character on the Avatar's journey. If that's the case.
He was a memorable character, but he showed up, he did his part, and then that's it. He gone from the majority of the show. Who cares?
Bro, all right.
Who cares if he ugly? He was a big dude. He looked like a dude that you would expect a real life boulder dude to look like. And he was dumb as rocks, and he looked dumb as rocks.
Dude looks like the hippo. He don't look like the boulder. When you're drawing these characters, that's a great, very important. Shame on you, Saggy, for saying this shit,
the
bro.
Fact that you, he was so
all of those memorable characters from that wrestling federation that they had. That's the thing. That's the thing about great art and character design. They were so different.
Let this sink in, chat. I'm gonna talk to the chat, right? This character was so important. He was only important for like one small sliver of a fucking story to Excel's Toph's story, and then you didn't see this man until the very fucking end of the series. But he was so important that he barely was in it after the first fucking time.
Lying. You just said he was hired to go
he
after
was, but he
Toph
wasn't after
throughout
the
that
first story arc,
season, throughout book 3.
Yes, throughout book 3. But after that, you don't see him again until the end of book 4.
Book 3 is the end. There was only 3.
No, he would no, it was sorry, it wasn't book 3. He hunted Toph after book 2. And then after that, because they met Toph in book 2. After that, after Toph finally beat him, like he showed up a little bit in book 3, sure, but after Toph whoops that, you don't see him again at all. He wasn't that important. He wasn't even that big of a threat to Team Avatar. Like, Toph whooped his ass. Toph wiped the floor with him. He was there for comic relief, kind of like Sokka, but Sokka was a main character. Boulder was just comic relief for a small sliver of a time. Boulder was not that fucking important to have him casted as a big buff dude that was dumb as a rock. You might as well cast The Rock to play the Boulder, bro.
I mean, you should have. They definitely should.
Fuck the Boulder wasn't. I like the Boulder. I thought the Boulder was fine. He didn't have to be attractive because, like, who the fuck was looking at the Boulder wanting to fuck the Boulder, bro?
It's
like,
not about him being attractive. It's about him not looking like this ugly fat dude, bro, that I'm not gonna take seriously as a earthbending threat.
He looked like a sumo wrestler at best. Who cares?
Oh man.
He played the Boulder. Forget how he looks. How did he act? Because I know we're gonna
didn't act like the Boulder from what I saw.
He talked in third person. He talked in third person like the Boulder. He was dumb like a fucking rock. That was the whole point of the Boulder character. He was just strong and dumb.
Just because people do things does not mean they understood the reason and maybe context and how to actually execute that when they adapted shit. She always, I'm not gonna say always, can't speak in absolutes.
See, here's the thing. Who cares is an argument because it follows up by why do you care? Why do you need the Boulder to look like a buff ass dude that he did in the fucking in the animation?
Because if you're not going to make him look like he does in the original, for the most part, at least 75%, then you don't use the fucking character. Use somebody else. Do some proxy bullshit.
The Boulder is fine. Next complaint. Yeah, Boulder is fine. Next complaint.
Bro, I can't complain about season 2. My complaints for season 1, bending was treated more like magic as opposed to martial arts forms that needed to actually be practiced and skills be honed in. I don't think I saw any creativity with the bending in the first one. If you want to talk about the agenda shit, what come to mind is the tale of the two lovers in the tunnel that made them lesbians. In that one, Katara was not as great. She was not the fucking strong woman that she was in the series. So yeah, she was. I don't know. Her character was trash, and then her power was trash. Like, you're not contributing to the fighting or the battles really anyway. So I saw no point in her. The casting is hit or miss. I think Aang's casting was on point. I actually think he acted like Aang. The issue is with live action shit, now he grown as fuck. And yeah, he's supposed to be younger during this time period. Sokka is straight ugly.
Sokka looks more like friggin' Sokka, the show with the fit bone structure, in my opinion. I don't think he's ugly. I think he's actually handsome, but that's
bro look terrible.
I've seen the
that weird look.
Listen, I saw the actor in his civil clothes, his normal clothes. I think he's pretty handsome.
Okay, bro don't look like Sokka. The casting, yes, my May, that's what you had issue with, or the Chuds or whatever. May being that chunky, wrong. Azula being chunky, I said that was wrong. She was not menacing like Azula. She wasn't a tactician. I don't think we saw her infiltrating Boss Sensei. Maybe they show it in season 2 or whatever.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let one at a time. Okay, so season 2, like I said, was better than season 1. A lot of the complaints you had in season 1, the bending thing, I feel like the bending got more martial arty in season 2. You know, they had the scene with Uncle Iroh teaching Zuko how to redirect the lightning and stuff. It was a lot more martial arts in season 2, in my opinion. As far as the things you're saying that happened in season 2, like you saying, well, Azula was chunky. Yes, she was chunky in season 1. Season 2, she did slim down a bit. The actress herself even said in interviews when she was cast for Azula, she even admitted like she knew she didn't look the part, but she actually was really mean and cold in season 2. We got to see more of that. And yes, the actress who played May was a little thicker, yes. Believe it or not, she's actually thinner like for some reason I think the camera just added more weight because in back like behind the scenes shit when she was they do videos and stuff, she's thinner on when on her little TikToks and stuff that they made. She's thinner in the backseat, but for some reason she was thicker in the show. I don't know why. The main issue I had with her is like I can forgive her being a thick chick and not being slender and whatever, but it was more her acting, not emo like the character. That's what really got me. She didn't act like the character. Like I can forgive a character's physical appearance if they at least portray the character's mannerisms good. And that was and she did not. She definitely did not.
LMA, y'all know I have no issue with thick chicks. I like them thick. I like some meat on my woman. But when it comes to adapting these characters from animation to live action, do the job to make them look the part. May was thin as fuck and she was emo as fuck. That girl was not thin. She was not emo. She had too much fucking emotion.
Yeah, her acting was not as
she had too much emotion, and she was instead of a do boy, she was Azula's do girl. And if y'all watch the show, she did what she wanted to, but that's because she was bored being at home all the time doing that political princess bullshit. She wasn't a princess, but her dad was like a fucking like general, like high up there. So like she had some status in the Fire Kingdom. She was tired of that shit. She just wanted to go out. I'm about to have fun beating up some people with Azula. That's what she was there for.
I mean,
but then
they
when
were still
Azula,
scared of her. They were still scared of her.
I mean, sure, but the scene with May when she wasn't about to jump in that sewer to go chase down Team Avatar, then she was like, "Fuck this shit." Azula can say what you want to say later on.
I mean, again, I'm my thing with May is like I understand the criticisms that she didn't act the part. That was my thing, but people is like shitting on her for being thick, and I'm like, listen, I get it, but I feel like kind of bad. Like that's what causes good women to have fucking like eating disorders and shit. Like she has a thick face. A lot of Asian girls do have thick faces. That's just a normal thing with a lot of Asian women. But like that whole thing was like, in my opinion, like I didn't care if she was plus size. It's just she didn't act the role, and that's what bothered me. She looked the part as far as the costume, the makeup, but like she didn't act it. So I'm just like, whatever. Like she's a little thick. She's a little thick.
Did we ever see Ty Lee do a handstand?
No.
Okay. See, bro, this show all around sucks, Aggie. How would you enjoy it?
But we did see Ty Lee use her pressure point things and chi blocking shit. We did see that. Like, yes, she didn't do a handstand, but like this is just the first part of like the whole thing with Bossing saying like the one thing I'll say that you probably would be disappointed with season 2 is like they didn't have the budget to do the drill scene. Like the cast talked about they wanted to do the drill scene, but like the budget wouldn't allow them. And that's the thing people don't understand about why there was a lot of shit different and a lot of things they couldn't do and why stories they couldn't tell. They didn't have the budget to do it. Netflix didn't give them the budget. So that's another reason why they worked with what they had as far as what their budget would allow. And also like there were some stories that they just had to skip because yes, would I've liked to see the desert scene? Yes, I would have loved to see that whole scene play out, but there is understanding of like time and budget. They did not have the budget to do an entire fucking scene in a fucking desert. Like they didn't have the budget to even make a set for that. Like they just like, listen, we're just gonna do what we can afford. And that's
I'm not going to excuse that. I feel like others have done. I feel like others have done great with less. So if you know you can't do it, if you can't handle the weight of the project, then don't take it on.
See, again, my thing is like animation is expensive, but it's less expensive than live action. And again, I hear you, but at the same time, like that's not fair. If people want a live action adaptation, they have to have money, bro. Like they have to have enough money to make it. People are like, well, we want a live action this. Why haven't we got a live action that? Okay, you get a live action. Well, how come they didn't do this? They don't have the budget. Well, then they shouldn't have made the movie. But that's what you wanted.
I never asked for a live action Avatar.
Bro, I was fine. I'm fine with the live action Avatar because at the end of the fucking day, if I want to go back and watch Avatar,
your argument just now was motherfuckers wanted it and now you get it. You're not happy. I don't remember anybody asking for a live action Avatar.
People were excited for a live action Avatar when they announced it. When the M. Night Shyamalan
people
movie,
can get excited about things. It's like, oh shit, here we go, a different version of something I already love. Let me see it with a different lens.
So here's the thing: if we're gonna compare things, right? The movie was absolute dog shit, and it was dog shit for a magnitude of reasons. But the number one thing that pissed me off about that movie, y'all couldn't even pronounce the names right. How did we fuck that up? And how do we find? And that was on purpose, by the way. It's not like they accidentally didn't just said fuck it, we're not going to reshoot. They purposely mispronounced the names of the characters for some fucking reason. It's dumb. But my real issue, if people complain about the Netflix shows, especially when it's like we're getting live action adaptations, they're being risky, they're taking the risks that most of the live actions didn't want to take. We're getting accurate costumes, we're getting at least more accurate storytelling. Yes, they're going to change a few things, but they're at least making the stories as accurate as possible.
You and this costume shit is annoying, bro. Just like you justify the Marvel shit. Like, bro, that work is already done for you. That's visual. You look at it, okay, cool, we're finna do it over here. It's not like you actually got to put in the work to create a cohesive story with limited characters and shit like that. We're simply make the costumes look like the shit that we see over here. And I praised them season 1. I said a lot of those sets were beautiful. And although they're changing the earthbenders to be like Indian or
they're not Indian,
Arabian or you know what I'm talking about, Middle Eastern type people. Yeah, because fucking didn't Boomy have a turban on or something?
Earthbenders
in the season 1.
Earthbenders in the show, even though they were light skinned, they were supposed to be more like Middle Eastern. But in the live action, like Toph is Asian, and a lot of them are Asian and mixed. They're mixed race. So some of them are Asian, some of them are darker skin. So Earth Kingdom is more mixed.
Yes, the Earth Kingdom was huge, and that could be more of the Middle East as opposed to Far East, that Toph is from. So, I mean, I'm not complaining about that. I'm saying that it was a change that they made, but I think they did it well. I like I never had an issue with the clothing. I think the clothing was on point. Like the visual, the look of this show from season 1 looked great a lot of the time. It was the handling.
But that's I keep bringing up the outfits because a lot of the issues people had with a lot of live action adaptations of cartoons and comic books was that the change in design of the characters. Like when a character is absolutely unrecognizable, that is bad. They were always afraid to make
like the boulder.
But the boulder, what does that motherfucker wear that really makes him stand out? He's fucking shirtless and he wears shorts. You could put any fucking guy into one of those outfits and it's not that deep. Like it
was all he needed, bro. It was a wrestler. What did they wear? Fucking briefs, draws.
Bro, that man could have wore a diaper and called himself the Boulder, and I would have been like, okay, he announced who he was. It doesn't matter. Listen, the Boulder was not that big for me. I don't even give a shit. Okay,
said, as long as it was green like the Earth Kingdom, she said.
Listen, as long as he got his ass whooped by fucking Toph, I didn't care. But yeah, like Toph was the best part of that show. I think Toph was the best part of season 2. She stole the show. She was more important than Aang. Like Aang was a little bit more annoying in the season than he even was in the fucking TV show. But
probably because he's damn near a grown ass man, and they want him to still act like his little.
Hey, the kid had a growth spurt. What did we do? They didn't want to recast him. They're like, you know what? Aang grows up at some point in the show, so we'll just do it that way. But listen, Toph was the thing that saved the show for me. I'm not gonna lie. All the nitpicks and stuff, Toph was worth it. Toph was worth the wait. The actors who played Toph did phenomenal.
Fucking character don't make a show great.
No, Toph was even good in the original. Fuck you. Toph was the fucking goat. Toph is always the goat. That's why they had this bitch old as fuck even in Korra, bro. They kept her alive.
She is. Nobody would ever argue against that. What I'm saying is, you just said Toph saved season 2 for you. One character does not make the whole series.
No, Toph and the dynamic between the characters were great. I think that, like, the nitpicking aside, Toph was fantastic. Toph was the perfect casting. Ty Lee was the perfect casting. Zuko had to grow on me, but I even think Zuko grew on me in season 2 more than season 1. I did not care for the actor in season 1. I loved him in season 2.
Zuko did grow on me. And then the way, like with the martial arts stuff, when you see him like fire bending, it looks cool a lot of the time.
Yep, Uncle Iroh was better in season 2 than he was in season 1, in my opinion. I think like everybody improved. I think they definitely listened to some feedback and they definitely did change some things for season 2. And I think that's also something that for people who were watching it didn't understand is like season 1 was not the best in my opinion. They took all the feedback and they improved on stuff for season 2 for sure. Season 2 is way far better than season 1. And that's rare for a season like, you know, a show like this to have a better season 2 than season 1.
Look, they might take me down for this, but just looking at this scene, bro, this garbage.
What scene?
So I've seen people complain about this, about like there's sand, like she's bending sand. I don't think she's bending sand. I think she's pulling the rock from under them, but it is a lot of loose dirt above it. But I don't think it's clear enough to like be sure. So if she's actually constructing rock, like compacting this dirt enough to be rocks, that's kind of off.
I like
nitpick, but
play the bull. I don't care what you say. He got some nice titties. Leave me alone.
bro, stop. That's the hippo. You could have put two big ass fake teeth in this man's mouth.
You know boulders are big and round, right? They're not stocky. Like, are you serious? Like boulders
That's
are
that. No, that's not a boulder. That's a rock.
Boulders are big and fucking wide and thick.
Bro.
And they got fucking lumps and everything. And he's perfect for the boulder.
Bro.
You guys are tripping.
Do you remember that SpongeBob reference, bro?
Yes, and I'm just saying though, like he looks like a boulder. He's a big man and he got lumps like a fucking boulder has. Like,
What do you say, Squidward? That's not a boulder. It's a rock.
That's a boulder, bro. That man looked like a boulder. When I saw him, I was like, that's what a boulder should look like. Not like a fucking muscly man, chiseled guy. He looks like a exact boulder. Perfect casting.
All right, now watch this. Watch this. This is what I am. Look at this, bro. She is sitting there bending, and he just watching. He's just watching, bro. Counter the shit. Do something.
Because he's dumbfounded right now. A little girl.
Bro, no, he's not. This is not a face of
girl.
confusion. This is a face of this little girl actually thinks this is going to work. Bro, attack Toph. And in the while he was attacking, she knew what he was doing based off of his movements, her sight.
She is a little girl.
And she used it against him.
She's a little girl blind, and he's looking like, is this chick really doing this? How is she blind and she's bending?
The show
like, this
did
is
it better. The show did it better.
Whatever, I don't care. I'm okay with it.
Just standing there looking stupid, bro.
Boulder's stupid. What do you mean? He's dumb.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is dumb. He is dumb. He is
Again,
dumb.
you can argue he has fight competence as opposed to.
No, he's dumb. You know he's dumb. He's dumb. No, he's.
All right, I can't watch this. It's because they do little shit like that to try to be cool and like disrespectful to the boulder, like on purpose. You know, the Toph did. I almost called her the Toph. Like she did disrespect him, but the way she did it in the show, and it didn't have to be a 1-for-1 adaptation. But again, what is the point? What are they trying to do? In no time at all, they showed us that Toph was fucking amazing. All that setup they just did for her to pull all this ground and rock from the earth and to encase him in and all that type of shit. Bro stepped one time. And because of I'm sure there was some steps leading up to it, but because she understood his foot pattern, she knew what he was going to do. She felt that rock about to move through the earth. She simply moved his foot, slid his foot, so he did a split. That showed how Toph is not about wasted energy. All that bullshit she doing right there, that takes a lot of fucking energy to do. She said, "I'm gonna wait." What did Boomy say? Your earthbending teacher is going to be the one who listens and waits. And she not doing that in this show or in that scene. She just going. She
What
just
do you
attacking.
mean?
She just using
Literally,
her magic.
what do you mean? You stopped it before. You saw her literally listening and waiting. Like that was the whole point of the scene. And after that's when Boomy's words come back to Aang in that scene where he's like,
She
that's
did not
the person.
wait and listen in that scene.
Yes,
Okay, I didn't see the lead up. I didn't see before that, so maybe she did.
But when she put her foot down, that's when they were gonna show the what do you call it? The thing that she does when she puts her foot down, and the whole fucking screen goes black, and you get those waves to sonic fucking waves and shit. They do that in that scene.
Okay, bro. Again, Saggy, just because they do it does not mean they do it well. Does not mean they execute it in the way that the original show.
The scene was
or intended.
They changed a little bit in the fight, but it was still the same. If you watch the original fight, put the original fight scene up.
Oh, sure. Let's do it. All right, hold on. If we're going to do that, then let's go ahead and watch a little bit more of this. Let's see how this fight goes, and then we'll see how the fight goes in the animation. Because again, she waited. She paid attention to his footsteps. She said this
she
one
put her
thing
foot down.
will stop all that shit he did. She encasing this boy.
Play it.
Okay, so hold on.
Play it. No,
hold on. Let's not forget. Hold on, because she just threw a little pebble at his head, right? So that's another extra movement that she put on.
Here's the thing, right? They're showing you the fight ahead of time of how she's fighting, right? But then
are you okay with me playing it with no
I'm
volume?
telling you how they're showing her fighting, and now they're going to show how she was able to pull that off. This is what I'm saying.
So we need another scene to describe what the fuck just happened?
Because for people who don't know, right? This is for people who don't know, right?
In the kids show, we didn't know, and we saw it. We followed along.
AJ, this show's not just for us. This show's not just for us. It's for other people who have not been introduced to Avatar.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. When we first watched Avatar the first time, we didn't have knowledge. We didn't know who Toph was. We didn't know how great she was. In that moment, we learned so much about her.
Okay, play it and then play the original. Because it's literally the same type of shit that they did in the original. But anyway, go ahead, play it so you can see.
Now I'm gonna say this. Where was this seismic sense all before? Okay, to be fair, I didn't see him move. I just saw her pulling rock up from the ground. So never mind. Look at all this damn movement she's doing, bro. Wrong. Okay, maybe this is me begging for a one-to-one adaptation. Okay, all right.
You literally said something about how they didn't use a lot of martial art moves in the first season, and now you see Toph using martial art moves, and now you're complaining that she's moving too much?
Saggy, again. Okay. Just because they do it does not mean they execute.
I'm going by what you said. Well. Season 1, they didn't use the martial arts in the bedroom a lot, and now she's using all the martial arts movements, and now she's moving too much.
The movements meant something. Okay. You know what? Let's go back.
The movements mean something here too.
Let's go back. Because I just saw the little foot shit she did. What was that? Her hand went back and back and forth.
Her hand went back, and she used her foot to direct.
And she used her foot. Okay, we're gonna look at anime.
Toph literally does it out there so she can feel the earth. That's the whole point. Using her feet and her fucking hands.
Bro, what the fuck was that little shimmy she just did, bro? Oh, I hate that. I hate his face, bro. You see these ugly teeth? He's the fucking hippo. Look at that.
And still kick your ass.
Like that. That's what I mean, bro. That's the magic I'm talking about. Toph, once he throws that rock at her, she would use the momentum and swing it around her and send it back. She's not gonna stop this shit mid-air.
AJ, she literally does this in the show. She does this in the show. She uses rocks to make armor, and then she does it with metal. This is accurate to who Toph is.
Okay. What I just said, Saggy, was, oh, my fault. She hit it, but it turned, it dispersed into stone that she put around her body. Okay,
yes, she uses the armor. Yes,
that is accurate. I don't think she did this during that fight, though.
No, I don't think she did it in the original fight either. But I think they wanted to kind of show it a little early, which whatever.
Okay, so this is more of that magic shit that I'm talking about. She eventually got to the point to where she could use the rock as armor. She didn't come out the gate doing this.
Would you, AJ?
We here too long. We here too long, Saggy, and we got to watch
I'm just saying because you're saying that in the show that she never she did do that on her own. It's not like metal bending she developed. She created metal bending.
What I said, Saggy. What I said, Saggy. She didn't come out the gate. What I said was she didn't come out the gate, especially during this fight, encasing herself in rock. That was something that we saw her do later on, just like the whole gang. You saw their bending progress to become more creative.
Right, but she did that randomly. Like there was no build up. Like she learned a new ability. Like all the other benders that developed new bending that was never done. This was done. Like them encasing themselves in rock has been done. It wasn't like a thing that she invented.
It has. I said that. But going back to my point, when you asked me my complaints about the show, I said they use bending like magic. I'm seeing bending used like magic here, as opposed to martial arts forms, and then we're not seeing a progression of power. Maybe I didn't see the show, this live action shit, so maybe the power do progress.
If I remember correctly, Dax, the friggin' original fight scene between her and the boulder. How long is this video?
This says 4 minutes.
I'm pretty sure the original was maybe just a few seconds, like it was around the same time. It wasn't that long.
Nah, because I just explained to you all that little shimmy and the shuffling she did earlier. She didn't do that in the original. She did that one move because she waited until he put his foot down, and then she moved his foot to where he did a split.
But again, you were complaining about season 1 not having a lot of movements, and now you have a lot of movements, and now it's not okay. Now they're showing off the martial arts side of the bending.
All right, what's happening here? He just threw a giant rock on her. That didn't happen, bro. She can't survive a whole fucking rock being thrown on her.
Watch the original. I mean, she could because she can burrow underneath the ground, which is what eventually she does at the end of that scene. But anyways, let's watch the original.
Okay, I was about to say, now if she would have went underground, it would have been different. But nothing from that scene right there told me that she went underground or even displaced the middle of that rock so that she could fit in it. That's not up to me to do all that work, Saggy, to figure this shit out. The original Avatar
play the original. How long is the original clip before we start? How long is the original clip?
Bro, this says 6 minutes.
Okay, so the original was longer
Saggy,
than
stop.
the fucking original.
Saggy, stop. You're smart. You're smarter than this, Saggy. Stop. You just saw in the original. That's why I skimmed through. There was more context. They was in a house at some point. So that even that wasn't.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I couldn't see that. You didn't have it on screen.
Okay, I skipped through. Now, even with this, entire fight. Yep, this whole fight.
Okay, so start where the fight begins.
Hey, front row seats.
Okay, and again, this is why this is longer.
Okay, so they started with a different person in the beginning. Okay, so the fight. Okay, let's go. Okay,
this is who that dude is. This is that dude. That dude is not Boulder. That dude is him. He's the hippo.
Okay, play the
Look at this, bro. Come on, Saggy. The dude we just saw, you need to tell me if somebody said he was the hippo and it wouldn't have been perfectly accurate.
Okay, that's fair. You got that. I'm gonna take back my Boulder defense. Okay, play the clip.
And yeah, it's longer because they fighting all these people. Look at the personality. Did Sokka do this?
Fire Nation!
Was Sokka screaming in the stands?
No, play the clip. Play the damn thing.
I'm asking you, was Sokka screaming in the stands in the live action?
No, not like that. No.
Oh, he was just serious, and
he wasn't serious.
Just glazed off.
He wasn't yelling at that. They were trying to keep a low profile.
Look at this. Look at this bending, bro. Watch what he did. See, and this is what I mean. The boulder is not dumb, bro. You can't be dumb doing shit like
that. Play the thing. That's not even
No, please.
Oh, that is the boulder.
Bro, the boulder was so man.
Fight stop. Play it when he fights.
I'm going.
Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder.
The boulder's over his conflicted feeling.
Bro, the boulder's so good, bro. It's one of the most memorable.
Funny. I will say this: the boulder was funnier in the original. I will say that. See, there's the thing. Okay, play it. Play the thing. Play the fight.
So I didn't see any seismic sense before then, but now we get to see it, right?
Okay.
As soon as River started moving.
The same scene. The foot goes down. The seismic scene. She's listening. Same thing in the live action. It shows her feet. Look, just like in the live action.
That one move she did just set up.
But they did the same thing in the live action. I'm just comparing. We just watched the live action first. Same thing. She was listening.
Okay.
They zoomed in on her ears. She listened. She turned her head.
Okay, Saggy.
He did the foot.
Saggy.
She did the foot. Now play.
Saggy. In this live action, what happened before? She pulled up a bunch of rocks and shit and encased him in it. That's what I'm saying, bro. She's
they changed that part. Okay,
move.
but everything else. Okay, they changed that.
That's not how Toph fights.
Okay, play the rest of it. Play the rest of it.
And this is what I mean by when you say other people didn't watch it. We were watching it for the first time and we were getting the information as it's being presented to us. So this show, while doing less with this fight, is doing so much more than that live action bullshit that's wasting all of these movements in time. Don't say that. Don't say my only. There's been so many.
It is nitpick because you're saying that because they show Toph using her bending before showing how she does it. That is your only complaint. It doesn't matter. They still did this scene.
Boomy said Aang's teacher will be one that listens and waits. From what I just saw from that live action fight, she was not listening and waiting. Toph is a counter fighter. I saw her encasing a dude in rock. Toph don't need to do that. The fun in the fight is showing you that you can't do shit with her. You can try all the bending you want. She got an answer for it. Not that she has to immobilize.
So here's the thing about Toph, though. But see, here's the thing about Toph. After the scene, right? After we get context of how she fights being blind, right? After we get the context in the show, right? She doesn't wait and listen when she bends. Sometimes she'll just do shit to do shit.
Because she's arrogant. Yes, it does happen.
Okay, so
but as we know, Toph, come on now,
that part of her early in the live action. So what? They showed a little bit of that earlier before they showed how she did it, and it was literally a split second. It wasn't even that long for us to be that bothered by it.
Okay, all right, let's keep going. So okay. In that live action, she did a whole bunch of shuffling around and moving. Here, she did one move. She took a step.
She took a step. And live action.
Okay. Look at the foot. Where is her hands? That's the thing about Toph. Is she so in tune with the earth? She does not have to use her hands and do all these fucking movements.
You see her hands?
She does not waste energy.
Did you
No, Saggy, don't do this to me. Remember when I said she pulled her hand back and then forward to do that little kick thing that with the rocks that she's doing now? Did we see her use her hands this time? No, her hands are right there just out. That is Toph showing you that she don't need to use her fucking hands to fight you, bro. Straight feet. 2 moves from her. And she kicks the dirt. What's all that fucking shimmying and bullshit that she was doing to push the dirt forward?
So again, this is the thing when you go to complain about season 1 where they weren't using enough martial arts to do their bending. Now you have
obviously you don't understand what I'm saying, Saggy.
No, because
obviously you don't understand what I'm saying.
You're upset that they added more movement to Toph. That's not that deep. It's martial artist form.
Oh my
so
goodness.
Again, her using her hands.
Okay, completely ignore.
Completely
ignore the listen and wait shit that I said.
She listened and waited too.
Okay. Yes, she did. Yes, she did, Saggy. That's enough.
Did in both instances.
Yes, that's enough for you, Saggy. Just like black person on screen, that's enough for you, Saggy. We can move on, bro.
Play the clip. See, Split's the same thing too.
That one move, bro. That one move. No, you're right. She did the same thing. No. All that shuffling bullshit she did to move his hands around in the sand. No, that is not how Toph fights, bro. We've seen her do 3 moves. We've seen her do 3 moves, bro. 3 simple movements. And she fucked this man's life up.
Listen, at least she's not earthbending and making all those movements to move a pebble like in the movie, okay? Okay, just saying.
and she just stares at him. She was like, "That's all I need."
And
Bro,
still the champion.
That's power, bro.
I like the live action fight scene. I'm not gonna lie.
How long was this fight?
Wait, it wasn't over. You stopped it. It wasn't even over.
The fight is over, bro.
No, it's not.
Top. I mean, I called you top. Girl, the fight is over. What are you talking about? She getting her money. She getting her money.
She ain't getting her money. She's not over.
Sag, you trolling me. You trolling me.
Stop. either way, I like the live action fight. I like that they made Toph more badass. I'm not mad at it. Why y'all?
They didn't make her more badass. They made her do more. That does. Saggy.
What do you mean?
Stop, bro.
We got to see Toph do so much. I don't even care. Toph was fantastic in live action. I love that they gave her more to do. I love that fight scene was a little long. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care if it was 30 seconds versus 4 minutes. That fight scene was 4 minutes of amazing Toph action.
Saggy.
I love seeing Toph kick the boulder's ass back to back to back to back. That scene was fantastic, and y'all can sit there and be mad. Oh my god, why are you guys mad that a fucking badass character got more screen time?
We couldn't afford multiple characters to play the earthbending wrestler, so we just going to make the boulder all of them.
A fucking badass character got more screen time. That's the argument we're talking about right now. You mad that the fucking 4-minute fight wasn't 30 seconds? You guys
know that ain't.
Toph was badass.
No, that ain't what we talking about. You know that ain't what we saying. We saying she ain't badass. How they? She
is badass. She badass. Cut it out. No matter what version you want, Toph fucking invented metal bending in both versions. Fuck y'all. Toph is a G. I love her. I love her live action. End discussion. I win.
All right, Saggy, you can have it.
This woman's delusional. What? Because I'm not. Y'all are mad over a character getting more screen time in a fight is wild. Wild.
Why are you trolling us right now, bro? You here for genuine conversation. I'm
just saying. What next? You guys gonna be mad because friggin' Aang didn't want to friggin' use healing bending? Okay. We gonna be mad about that too. You guys want to be mad because Sokka liked his cactus juice, got drunk off cactus juice, and said some cringy, crusty ass, stupid line? We gonna be mad at that too?
I saw people saying that it was cringe. So I'm sure if I saw it, I think it was dumb.
I mean, it was cringe. I didn't really laugh. I just thought it was kind of goofy. And I'm like, oh, they're trying too hard to be Sokka goofiness, but whatever. I still like the live action. I appreciate it for what it is. I ain't too mad at it. I'm not going to be like everybody on the internet crying and whining because it's not 100% perfect. If I want to watch The Last Airbender the way it was originally told, I will just go back and rewatch it. As a matter of fact, I actually did go back and watch last season of The Last Airbender because I love that season. And I rewatched it because I'm like, oh, I want to rewatch it. And I watched a couple episodes just to compare it to the TV show. And I was like, for the most part, yes, they changed some things, but I like it. I'm not going to sit here and cry because they gave Toph 4 more minutes of fight scene over 30 seconds. I'm not going to cry that the boulder's a big fatty.
Saggy.
And didn't really care.
Saggy, we're not upset at more time. We're upset that they're wasting our time. And that long ass garbage fight with this one character that isn't the boulder could have been multiple characters, like in the original. And at least out of 5 characters, we might would have liked one. With this one extended boulder scene, we hate this nigga the entire time, bro.
Actually, I think when they start in the live action, the boulder is actually already fighting somebody. So we did get that fight scene, and then before Toph showed up. Just saying.
I'm sure she meant the water thing.
Maybe the healing bending, the healing bending, the water bending that heals people. What do you mean what do you mean the heal? You don't know the healing bending?
Man, because it's not called healing bending, bro.
Healing bending. It's healing bending. That's what it's called. I'm calling it healing bending because that's what the fuck it does. It heals. Okay, goddamn it. I think considering the first live action movie was so dog shit, this is a breath of fresh air compared to that. And we've gotten farther in the story. They were supposed to make another movie and they didn't, and I'm glad they didn't because M. Night Shyamalan is actually ass. And I
bigotry of low expectations.
He should never touch any IP ever again.
I think I prefer the Kyoshi War.
All right, this is the cactus you see. Okay, so you were talking about complaints. Another complaint of mine was Roku was the first avatar that Aang had channeled and talked to, but they made a Kyoshi in the live action one. So just more agenda driven shit for whatever reason.
Warriors. I should have accepted Suki's offer. It was before we got here, and I didn't say yes. It was nice that she thought I was worthy.
Suki didn't invite Katara to be a fucking Kyoshi warrior. What is this?
People drink cactus juice.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay. So this is what you mean about not being in the desert?
They skipped the whole desert scene, yeah.
So they put the cactus juice here.
Yeah, they put the cactus juice there.
If I were you, that secretes the juice as a defense mechanism against predators. It interferes with brain activity. Oh, I believe this is the traditional breeding of the southern water tribe.
Messed it all up with Suki.
No, Suki likes you.
Pushed her away. I didn't want to lose Suki the same way I lost you. Why am I not over this?
Oh,
that's
so
not what happened.
Drunk?
That's the thing. No, that's not even what happened. See, this is what I'm saying about people spinning narrative. He didn't drink the fucking cactus juice because he was upset. I mean, first of all, he wasn't even upset about Suki. This scene was him upset about Yue, and then his feelings for Suki because he lost Yue. So that's what the scene was. And again, he didn't drink the cactus juice for to drown it out. He drank the cactus juice, and it brought out his feelings for the Yue and Suki conflict. Like, it had nothing to do. Like, the two things didn't relate at all.
So you said it's a different taste of terrible? Okay.
No, it's just not what happened. And this is what I mean by people interpreting shit differently. Like, the caption said he drank the cactus juice to drown his feelings for Suki. This scene wasn't about just Suki. He was talking about how, this scene was about them talking about how they lost the mom. And how they lost, and then how he lost Yue, and like how he feels about Suki because he can't stop thinking about Yue and what happened, which is dumb. Even in the original, because like Sokka and Yue didn't even really have a fucking real relationship, in my opinion. That shit was just like, why you pressed over a chick that you just met?
Because she was so hot, and this man ain't had no chick before that. So for you to come out there,
because I don't even know why Sokka in the original was so hung up on Yue, because like they just met and he was like,
bro, look. If I just came from a town, I'm surrounded by fucking children. I'm the oldest one, and then I come here and I see this baddie, bro. This princess, and she choosing me. She actually into me.
Listen,
she got a whole arranged marriage,
bro,
and she's playing, kissing me and shit, bro.
They were not that deep in a relationship for him to be feeling this type of way. Even in the original, I hated that whole thing with him and Yue, because like they were not together.
I didn't hate it, but I do feel it was forced.
No, it was forced. It was forced to give Sokka something to be sad about, and I hated it.
Power of the snow bunny. She ain't a snow bunny though.
Nah, Suki was Yue was not a snow bunny. She was brown. She was tan.
She was Eskimo bunny.
She was in the snow, but she was tan.
Yeah.
So what? I'm just gonna be screwed up forever.
So you know what? Okay, even though you didn't have to do a whole fucking desert scene with them him drinking cactus juice, and did Momo even drink the fucking cactus juice in this live action bullshit?
Momo actually was not in it as much as they couldn't. I guarantee you that was a budget thing too, because Momo wasn't in it as much.
You like this shit though. You like this shit. That's enough said. But you could have definitely had a scene to where they was traveling to the Earth Kingdom. It's surrounded by dirt and shit. We could have came across a cactus on the way to the Earth Kingdom, and Sokka could have fucking drunk it.
They did do the serpent path scene, but we didn't get the desert scene. We did get a little bit of travel to the Earth Kingdom, but we just bypassed.
Okay, hold on. So we didn't get the scene of her holding up the library.
What do you mean holding up the library?
In the desert, Toph holding up the library.
The spirit library?
Yes.
Yeah, no, we got that scene. It just wasn't in the desert. The spirit, they moved it to the Earth Kingdom.
Okay.
That's why
what I'm asking is Toph holding it up.
Yes, Toph was holding it up. Yes.
Okay.
That scene did happen.
All right. I guess. Y'all think that one episode was shorter than 9? No wait till Tara learn how to bend that fast.
So obviously, like, there was a time jump because again, the actor went through puberty and had a growth spurt, and instead of recasting him, they just said like, we're just gonna do a time jump, and they did do a time jump. And I will say this: in the beginning of the season, I will say this to AJ's credit. Yeah, when the first episode kind of threw me off, and I was like, what are we doing? Because they skipped a bunch of shit and just jumped right to when Aang was a little older and was a little bit more like we missed a lot of his training with waterbending 100%. They did try to address it basically just to let everyone know there was a time jump, like time has passed, but that was kind of like, okay, so I guess we're just gonna jump that because the actor grew up, and I'm just gonna have to deal with that. So that's basically what happened.
I would say in the original, the takeaway from that, because Katara says you shouldn't take strange substances, but the boy was thirsty and he drank it and he got drunk. So the message there was don't partake of unknown substances. Here, she said, don't give Sokka. She didn't say that. Somebody said it, but don't do drugs, kids. Just like, so they straight said it, as opposed to Katara said, don't drink that. You don't know what it is.
Listen, Avatar was made primarily for like young people, and the fact that they even had a scene where the kids, because like Sokka's 16 years old at that point, especially he's 16. Okay, the fact that they have an underage person drinking alcohol, because it was basically alcohol. Like, let's be real, that's what it was. Like, the fact that they even had that scene was kind of weird, in my opinion. Looking back at it, like, why do we have a kids show where these kids are drinking alcohol and getting drunk? Like, what was the need of that scene anyways, other than comedic effect? Like, that scene in even the original didn't need to be really happening. So
no, don't say in the original. Okay, in the original, I would say that's world building, because in character, because Katara is the mother of the group, so she warns Sokka. She tells him, don't partake of unknown substances. You don't know what that is. So I would say that's showing her character, and it shows his character. I'm fucking thirsty. What's the worst that could happen? I'm like Sokka. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll deal with the consequences after, but I want this now. And then again, Momo was involved in that. So you see Momo a lot of times damn near facing death just to get some food. Like, he was, I think I recall
wanted to keep Momo, so.
Well, yeah, but so I'm saying it's like the way they handled it was there was character in the original. This one is just, we got to do it because it was done. So we got to fit.
I mean, I think they wanted to do it because it was an iconic scene. Like, again, I'm with you. Like, again, they had to skip a lot of like stories. They had to skip a lot of parts. So they wanted to include certain parts in other places. Like, obviously the spirit library was a very important scene that needed to happen, but because it happened in the desert and they couldn't do it in the desert, they had to put it somewhere, so they just put it somewhere in Ba Sing Se. But the whole thing with Toph holding it up, that still happens. The cactus juice thing, it didn't necessarily need to happen here, but for some reason they included it because it was an iconic scene from the original. So
I saw an interview with him saying that they really wanted that scene in it.
Right, because it was an iconic scene from the original, because even the actor said that was one of their favorite scenes, was like the cactus juice scene in the original, so they wanted to put it in there. So again, I get it. I don't think they should have. I don't think it was necessary in there, but also, like, if they didn't have that scene, maybe fans wouldn't have been happy that they didn't do the cactus scene. So I don't know. It was let's put it in and see how it translates. So
I don't think they could have got it right anyway. So
I think they could have if they did the fucking desert scene. Like, if they did the desert scene, it would have made more sense.
No, because then it would just be a shitty desert scene that I'd be sitting here complaining about.
Sure, but it would make more sense to at least include it if it was part of the original, right? But like, the way they did it here is like, it's just a drink that is known to get people drunk, even though the dude comes over and says, hey, yeah, you shouldn't drink that. So like, if that's the case, then why the fuck are they serving it as a drink there at a party? Like, that part made no sense.
Bro, Saggy and like 5 other people like this show. Most people didn't.
I did like it. I'm not gonna lie. I did like it. Even though I can nitpick with everybody about certain things, I still liked it for what it was.
Stop. They're gonna keep giving you sloppy whatever, bro. I don't know.
Sokka's sexy. I like Sokka.
Oh, he trash. She's not bad looking. She's
gorgeous.
Katara, though.
She's gorgeous. Don't even.
I wouldn't say she's gorgeous. I think Suki was on point.
Have you not? Suki was gorgeous. Have you not seen the actress?
I have.
She's really pretty. She's very pretty.
Azula is gorgeous. She just ain't Azula, but she fine.
No, Azula in this season, she's, like I said, she slimmed down for the season 2. She did. She still has a little bit of a thick face. Like, she's not super skinny, but you can see her waistline. Like, she's thinner physically. You can see she's thinner.
I'm not over, Mom. That's why I've got you. What is that?
Look at that. Look at them fake ass tears, bro. This is terrible acting. This is some terrible acting, bro.
That's why I've got you. What is that?
It's cactus juice.
Hey, when'd you get back?
I got tired, so I took a carriage.
Longfang said that he'd do everything.
Okay, so the motherly instinct of Katara. So she didn't tell him to not drink shit that he don't know about.
Aang was mostly Aang in this scene when they were at the party. Aang was mingling with people because he's a fucking avatar and everybody was talking to him and shit. So he was kind of busy anyways. And then he was talking to Toph, and Toph was like getting on his ass about him not getting the earthbending right. And then she triggered him to make him earthbend. She's like, "All right, cool, you're ready." But yeah, no, they were all kind of like I said. There was a couple scenes.
Shit, in the cartoon, she was just straight throwing rocks at his ass. She said, "If you don't earthbend, you gonna die."
Right, but
that's tough, bro.
No, I mean they got there anyways. But my thing is like again, they tried to add a bunch of different iconic scenes when they were in Ba Sing Se into like a couple episodes. So like in this scene, in this episode, you got the cactus juice, you got the scene with the girls making fun of Toph, and then Katara like using her bending to like punish them. It wasn't like the one where they were on the bridge. It was kind of like she made them splash water on themselves. But
so
like
is that when they said water tribe? So as opposed to her splashing the dudes or putting them in ice?
So what scene was it when they said water tribe? It was the guy. Oh, when they were trying to find Toph, the guys came in there and said, "Oh, like you could find a earthbender in this tournament." They said where? They said none of your business. Katara stepped out and followed them. Froze them in ice, and when like the rest of them saw it, that's when like Sokka did the whole water tribe.
Okay, so it's the same here for the most part. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. I mean, like the water tribe was there, so like water tribe.
No, I'm talking about. You just said she splashed girls as opposed to the dudes that she.
Yeah, so in the original, right? They're walking. Her and Toph get a makeover. Right.
I know the original Saggy. I'm saying, what does this adaptation do? You saying she splashed some girls with water.
Right, so they're at the party, and Toph is mingling, like trying to get information, right? Because she has the whatever her last name is, I forget now. She has the last name, and people know her family. So they're there at the party, and Toph is just sitting by herself, and then she overhears girls close by making fun of her, and then Katara comes over and hears them. And Katara wants to say something, and Toph says, "No, just don't make a scene. It's fine, whatever." And then Katara's, uses her bending power and makes the girls. They have cups in their hands, splashes water in their face.
Toph said, "Don't make a scene."
Yes,
bro, out of character, out of fucking character.
So I argued with people about that scene because
fake fan.
No, hold on.
Fake fan, Bay phone.
Yeah, Bay phone. I can't remember. I remember when I hear it, but the thing with that scene, because people said the same thing about it, right? It's like, oh, that's out of character because she doesn't like her status. I'm like, right, but like we're also in a universe right now where they're rushing the story. They have to figure out a way to progress to get to where they need to go because they have to cut out a lot of the original of how they got from point A to point B. So the way they did that is, even though Toph still maintains she doesn't care about the status of her name, she doesn't like the riches and stuff, she does still exhibit that here, but she also uses that to gain access to the king, right? Because the whole point of them going to Ba Sing Se is to talk to the king.
And that's what she did in the original. What I'm saying is out of character for her here is the don't make a scene thing. Toph don't give a shit about disrespecting somebody. So she wouldn't tell. At no point did Toph tell some other member of the team to like, calm down or don't make a scene. I don't recall.
So here's the thing, right? In the original, they're outside away from people. Okay, they are not outside away from people in the scene. They are around people that they're trying to get close to the king so Aang can talk to the king and warn him about Sozin's comet, right? So they're not in the same setting as the original. So it makes sense in this setting that Toph is saying, hey, don't make a scene so we don't get fucking kicked out of here because we still have to warn the king about Sozin's comet. So that's why she said, "Don't make a scene." I don't care. Like, let them talk shit. I don't care.
It would make sense if Katara said it. That would make sense.
Why would it?
Toph being a voice of reason, and Katara being the one to.
Why would Katara? Why would Katara say that in a fucking city she's never been to, in a social status she's never seen? Toph is familiar with this life.
She still has tact. She still has manners. She understands consequences to actions. So
Okay,
she the one.
AJ, by that logic, even in the original, it was Katara that punished the girls for talking shit about Toph. Toph didn't do shit. Toph could have done something when those
In the
girls were
original,
talking
what
shit.
you
Hold
talking
on,
about?
wait.
What original
So
you talking
in
about?
the original animation scene with Toph and Katara walking by those girls, when those girls talk shit about fucking Toph looking like a clown, basically, Toph was sad. She was hurt by the girls' words, and
She was, yeah.
Katara saw that and wanted to punish them and did punish them. Katara did the same thing here, with the exception of when Toph heard the girls talking shit, instead of letting it really make her sad, like it made her sad, but she was like, just let it go, right? That was Toph, because Toph was affected by the girls' words in this scene, the same way she was in the original, but she told Katara not to do anything because the setting they were in. Katara would have never been the one to say that to Toph, because Katara heard the girls talking shit and punished them for it in both scenes.
I'll give you that one. Because I do remember that scene now. She was upset. I thought it was because her makeup, something was. I think her makeup was fucked up.
No, her makeup was fine. Her and Katara's makeup was fine. It was the fact that the girls were talking shit about Toph. I think because she was blind. I really think that's what it was.
I don't remember that, especially about her being blind.
Well, they didn't. Okay, so
I'm also being
about...
confused. Hold on, I'm also being confused though, because we're talking about the Water Tribe thing, and when Katara froze the boys to get the information to where the wrestling ring was at.
Yeah, that was before the scene. That was before the scene.
So now I'm mashing those two scenes, because I guess the show is mashing those two scenes.
No. So the scene with the water thing, this is before they met Toph. This is before they froze. She froze them before they met Toph. That's how they ended up in the tournament to meet Toph in the first place. This is after they meet Toph, after they leave Toph's family, and they end up in Ba Sing Se.
So she did freeze the boys in ice in this live action.
Yes, correct. She did do that before they met Toph. Yes,
because that's when Sokka says Water Tribe. So that's where this whole point was coming from. Saggy is the placement of the Water Tribe.
Yes, but you were talking about how this whole how this scene was out of character for Toph, and I'm like, it's not out of character for Toph. It's just a different setting than the original setting in the cartoon. That's why it's different.
Yeah.
That's all.
In his power to help arrange a meeting. Or her hole in the ceiling.
Oh, he drank some cactus juice.
Oh,
damn, her acting terrible.
It's the quenchiest.
Bro, what's that delivery? It's the quenchiest.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Yeah, that line was bad. That line was pretty dumb. I will say that, but I will say I try to understand.
Chin and lip, bro.
Listen, I try to understand why they did it, and I think it's because Sokka was a pretty goofy character, and I think they were trying to do that with the quenchiness comment, and it just didn't hit.
It's quenchy.
It just didn't hit. It just didn't hit. Okay, I can agree to that, but I still like the show. I like the characters. I like the actors. I've been watching all their interviews and stuff, and I'm actually really enjoying the actors. The actors are really sweet. I actually am supporting the actors because I think that they're really, really doing the best they can, and they're really having fun with this project. So I gotta support the homies.
I'll give you that. I definitely don't agree with all of the dogpiling on people's physical appearances. Even with the Juno shit with this Odyssey stuff. I really don't care to sit here and talk about.
Listen, the Elliot Page thing, the thing that makes me mad, and again, I know people can come for me, I don't care, is because
we don't respect trans names like you do over here. So I'm just gonna say, I'm saying you're just gonna run into somebody.
Hey, you do what you want to do. My thing is that as far as I've seen with Elliot Page, I don't see them actively advocating for trans. Yes, it gets brought up because they're trans, but I don't see them actively doing it as much. I don't see them making it their entire identity. It's just when it happened, even with Umbrella Academy, the way they transitioned the characters in Umbrella Academy was so quick and so no big deal, right? Let's just move on from the fact that I'm trans now. Cool, whatever. That to me was okay, they're not focusing on the transition like that. I don't mind that. I think that people being upset that that the actor, whether you want to call them Ellen Page, call them mispronounce, whatever, they ain't hurting nobody. accept themselves. And that's how I always treat trans people. Is like, they're not, unless they're effectively hurting people or really trying to push it on you, which a lot of actual trans people in the world, the real ones, not the fucking the creators on TikTok and shit, the real trans people aren't out there pushing their shit on you. I've actually follow a transgender person on Instagram, transgender woman, who actively says, no, I don't think I'm a woman, I am trans, that's it. And I don't push that on anybody. I respect that, because as long as you ain't doing that, you should be able to be who you want to be, and whatever. And as far as Elliot Page, the Odyssey shit, what the fuck was the big deal? The screen time wasn't that big of a deal. Who fucking cares? The whole point of that character was to be a weak, tiny man. That you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was the point. That was the whole point of the character, was to be a weak, tiny man, and it was just a trans person. So what? So what? Does it hurt your feelings that somebody decides to lop off their tits and cut off their dick? Why does that hurt you personally? You know, sometimes I wonder when people get into this topic, like, are you guys that gung-ho to deal with everybody with mental illness? Because if being trans is mental illness, I don't see y'all fucking going at everybody else that got mental illness issues that aren't transgender. Because if it's a mental illness, why aren't we talking about everyone's mental illness? You know, oh, this person has fucking anxiety and depression and suicidal tendencies. Why aren't we focus on, don't cast this person in a role? Like, it's just dumb. These people aren't hurting anyone but themselves, and that is their right. If they want to hurt themselves, if they're ill, that is their self-infliction, and that has nothing to do with me. Are they out there hurting children? Are they out there committing crimes? Are they trying to be good people? You know, that should be the focus. And that's why I get mad when people get mad at Elliot Page. What the fuck did Elliot Page do other than cut off their tits and become a man? Like, if you don't agree with that, that's fine. It's not for you to agree with, because it's not your life. It's not your genitals.
I think what people have an issue with is the social reprogramming of us into just encouraging everybody to ignore reality. And because Elliot Page, I like saying Juno, so I thought she was cute, bro. I was crushing on her in Juno. But you know, like that interview with them talking about some like nature is not patriarchal, or this shit is just some like a fantasy we made up with men in charge or whatever. I don't that's the shit that people have issues with. Because I mean, who's it? Bruce Jenner. I don't hear people shitting on Bruce Jenner. I mean,
they did in the beginning, but they stopped for a while. But oh, Dax, here's the thing. Listen, respect you. Like, I appreciate you saying that spiritual level. That's fine. But like, you're saying other people's mental illness don't make it everyone else's problem. Yes, the fuck it does.
Yeah,
Ezra Miller has massive mental fucking instability issues. Like, you don't even need to be a fucking doctor to see that Ezra Miller situation was a lot of fucking mental problems, and that affected a lot of fucking people, did it not? It was all over the news about how Ezra's mental issues affected. There are people who have trauma from shit that happened to them in the industry all the time, and they like fucking, not saying it's a justification, but there are a lot of people in the Hollywood who've been diddled, and then what happens is they start diddling other people. That's affecting other people. So again, there are mental issues that have impacted other people's lives. Somebody being transgender is not one of them, in my opinion, unless they are pushing that onto other people. And that, like I said, as long as they ain't doing all that, like, just worry about yourself.
Yeah, I just was I was like, why they mad at her for trying to play a man? I mean, I don't know, they acting already. So
but the thing is, like, y'all blaming Elliot Page. Blame the person who casted him.
I feel you, yeah.
If anything,
I'm a motherfucker just trying to get a job, like Anthony Mackie. Let me play the Asian villain. So I can give me a check. Like, I'm not serious. I wouldn't do that because
I've said this many times. Listen, AJ, if you were to apply for a role and you got a role playing a character that has always been white, I'm supporting you as a person. I want you to work. I want to see what you're gonna do. I want to be, like I said, I want to support people working and doing good jobs at their jobs. If they don't do a good job, that's fine. Like, we can shit on them, but like, I want to give people a chance to show what they can do before we just rule them out as this is trash. And that's why I'm always like against the anti-woke, because like, I'm at the point where everything is woke this, woke that. I'm like, I just want to see what people are doing and understand why. And if there's no rhyme or reason, or it's really bad, I can't forgive it. But if you're gonna do some woke shit and it's good and it works for however it works, I'm gonna support it. I don't want to keep hating entertainment anymore. I don't want to keep being mad at fucking shit that ain't paying my bills at the end of the day. Like, let's be real. I'm putting money into this. I shouldn't have to be worried about something that I can choose not to pay for. And I always tell people, if you're that pressed, stop watching it. Stop watching it, because most of the people will pay to go see a movie they have no interest in seeing, or they say they have no interest in seeing, but you'll spend that $50 it takes to go to the fucking movies with your friends or your family members to see a movie you've been shitting on fucking months before it released. And that's the thing that pisses me off. If you're a content creator and you don't want to see a fucking movie because you don't like the trailer, then I don't want to hear your fucking review of you seeing that movie, spending money to go see that movie just so you can come on and make money shitting on it, because that's a grift, and I don't like that. Be honest with yourself. If you don't like the trailer, don't see the movie. That's why I respect you, AJ. You talk shit about these movies with me and you didn't even see them. I respect you for that, because you're saying you're not taking my money. And that's what most people should be doing. If you don't want to see it, don't see it.
I've said it. I hate the we're gonna shit on it the whole time, but then go see it, go pay money to see it, and then sit there and talk about it even more. But I will say, and it's not because I'm cool with these content creators, when the audience is giving you money when they're financially supporting you going to see it and shit talk it, it's like, oh, okay, I can understand that. But for instance, like a Young Ripper, it's just like some of us got to the point to where we see how trash it is, and we know it's not going to get better. So instead of wasting our emotions and time and money on that shit, let's just go invest that energy into something else over here, so that I don't even get upset when these things happen. Like, I'm upset at it, but again, I know I'm not gonna spend my money. I'm just gonna laugh, at these things that's happening. And with this Avatar, I'm just gonna go watch the original, and I watched the movie, or I've read the books. Like, there's other forms of content to partake in, and there's older content that a lot of us haven't seen. So I think people are, I don't know, it's weird. Like, people have this need to like be entertained, and it's like even to their own detriment. It's like, I know it's gonna suck, but I just gotta see for myself. Right. I just gotta see. Like, come on, bro. Like, why?
My favorite analogy about why they don't care to change things or get better or whatever, or conform to everybody's opinions, right, is this simple as this. I love this analogy, right? So if you come to me and you want to buy some chocolate, right, and
chocolate,
right,
sorry,
you want to buy some chocolate off me, right? But instead of giving you chocolate, I just take some of my dog's poop off the floor, mold it, and sell it to you as chocolate, right? And you go home, you eat that chocolate, and you realize, holy crap, this is actually shit. This is disgusting, right? You come back to me and you say, hey, you just sold me actual shit. This is gross. I want chocolate. I want what I paid for, right? So I'm like, all right, here's another piece of chocolate, but it's still shit, right?
It's in a blue wrapper this time,
so now
instead of the red one that I gave you at first.
Right. But so I'm gonna give you another piece of dog shit and say it's chocolate. Now you go home and the same thing. You come back, and now this is the thing, right? If you keep coming back and buying my chocolate that you now know is shit, and you keep coming back and buying this shit, bro, why the fuck would I ever invest money into giving you actual chocolate when I'm making money off of you buying dog shit? And that's what it is with the entertainment industry. Y'all are buying dog shit, complaining that it's dog shit, knowing it's dog shit, but you keep giving the people money to keep giving you dog shit, and then complaining why they're not getting. But why would anyone in a business mindset be dumb enough to actually spend money to make something good when they're still making money off of nothing? And that's why I say, when I see Dax's comment saying, how they complain we didn't see it. It's like, okay, you can complain about not seeing a movie and say the trailer looks like shit. I read the story and this is why it's shit. The problem is that people will spend fucking weeks and months complaining about a movie that they did not see. Complain about it once, move on. That's all I'm asking. You're free to criticize something you didn't see, but don't keep harping on it and grifting. That's the grift. That's where the grift comes in. is people who are constantly talking about the same subject for something that they did not see. Like, move on. It's over. You didn't see it. You didn't want it.
But to push back, you could say the same for like you want to say grifters. Why do they, keep on doing it? Because they're going to make money off of it. Just like the person selling shit.
And that's the grift. That's why I said it's a grift. That's the grift. Yes, 100%.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's a grift. If people were dishonest about it, that would be a grift. What would that look like?
So again, if you're gonna keep talking about a movie you didn't see, like, okay, we got the point. You didn't like the trailer. You're not gonna see the movie, and this is why the trailer didn't sell you on it because boom, 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 boom. Okay, now the movie comes out. You didn't see the movie, but you have an opinion, bro. You didn't see the movie. Why does your opinion matter at that point? You can talk about the box office numbers. Basically, what they do is if especially the ones that don't see the movie, they don't see the movie. And they start talking about the movie based on somebody else's fucking opinions, or they'll look at a few clips and I'm like, you didn't see the whole movie, so you have no context to this clip being shown to even give a fair and honest take on it because you don't know the full context of it.
I finally heard your chirp.
You finally heard the chirp.
I finally heard. I turned my headphones up. That'd be kind of low.
Dax, don't say my analogy is stupid. My analogy was fucking perfect.
Me and Dax we go hard at each other, bro.
No, I know Dax. Dax don't want the smoke. Dax don't want this smoke.
Dax do want the smoke. Dax do be wanting the smoke.
No, Dax don't want this smoke. Dax
stands on his shit talking, bro. He believes.
I think me and Dax will have a great argument one day. Me and Dax will have to get on stream. We'll have
y'all will, but Sag, you be saying some dumb shit, bro.
How? What dumb shit did I say?
But you one of these normies though that just I liked it. I was happy. I was entertained.
Why can't I like it? Why can't I like it?
You can,
like,
and you can.
Just
you
like
can.
you can hate it. Why can't
bro.
I like it? Just
you
like
can. You
hate
definitely
it,
can.
So why is it stupid if
you
I
can.
like something you don't like?
Because what you just said applies to you. With if you're going to support this shit constantly, then why would they up the production value, the time, the effort to put into it, the quality of the project? That's what I've been telling you with these black characters. Why the fuck would they make a great black character? Why would they make Falcon great if we could just make him Captain America and y'all love him? Why would we work to keep T'Challa in the movie if we can kill the nigga in y'all face and y'all be like, ooh, you so good to us, man?
Highlight Dax's comment.
Oh, you put our dead king on the screen that we love so much in the casket again, and we just gonna
highlight Dax's comment. AJ, highlight that comment.
Which one?
The question. Yes. You didn't see Doomsday, but you're still glazing it. Aren't you a grifter in the opposite direction? No, because AJ, what do I do for content primarily?
Drama.
That's my grift. Drama. Okay. My glazing of a thing is like, I enjoy the trailer. I am a fan of Marvel superheroes. I like the trailer. So if anything, I did one stream about today. I only talk about movies. Like, I used to do movie talk back in the day. But if I am going to talk about movies, I only talk about movies I like instead of movies I hate. I used to talk about movies I didn't like and TV shows I didn't like. And that's what really got me out there originally when I first started. But I stopped really liking movie talk. Like, I don't mind having this talk with AJ because AJ is the type of person I can have a conversation with, but there's a lot of people I can't. And like, yes, we got into fighting and arguing and yelling, but it's not serious. Like, I have nothing but love for AJ, and I love that we can have this conversation. But I stopped doing the movie talk because it wasn't fun. Like, I was having legit arguments with people on panels and streams, and I was like, I don't want to talk about things I don't like anymore. I only want to focus on movies and TV shows I like. So when I like something, you're going to get one stream out of me, and you'll get another one after the movie comes out of me watching it and giving my take on it. And then that's it. I move on. I go back to drama.
Same here, bro. I be hating shit, and I don't make content like I used to for numerous reasons, but I genuinely have to. All the hate that I have for something, I got to sit there and just have that conversation to myself and then edit this whole video and listen to myself say the same shit over and over. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just tired of this shit. Right. I'm like, people gonna still love the shit that I hate and vice versa. So I ain't gonna change no minds, bro.
I'm not either. Like I don't know that. I said I always do my like reviews and that like if I do a stream like I did my stream, I always end it on listen. Don't just take my opinion and my thoughts on entertainment. Like don't listen to what I have to say. You decide on your own. Like we are having a discussion and a debate and it's fun. I'm not sitting here really trying to convince y'all, oh yeah, you guys should like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action. I think you guys should love it. I think you guys are crazy and delusional for not liking it. But I've seen people say I was delusional for liking it. And I'm like, I would never project that onto y'all. Like, I'm having a discussion. If you guys think it's dog water and dog shit, that's fine. And see, even with me liking the show, I can sit here and critique it with y'all and say, yeah, that part wasn't too great. That part wasn't too great, but I still liked it. And that's the beauty of subjective opinions in entertainment is it's art, right? And art is subjective. And it can be subjectively bad and it can be subjectively good. There are some things that are objectively bad in certain things, but again, if there's other things that I like about something, because my standards, my expectations of entertainment is not the same as y'all's, right? And that's fine because there are like-minded people who also will sit there and be like, yeah, you're right, I liked it for this reason. That's the beauty of it. But it gets to a point where when one side is louder than the other, it kills the entertainment for me. It kills me wanting to have these discussions. Like I said, I stopped being a TV movie reviewer YouTube channel because of that. Because it kills the vibe for me. Like I don't want to sit here and argue with people who are actually fucking mad and call me stupid for liking something they don't. That doesn't ever feel good. And like I'm not going to be the person to tell you you're stupid for not liking something I won't. I will say that at best, some people are a little ignorant to things 100% because there are people like we talked about tonight that are ignorant to certain characters and will say, well, that's not the character. I'm like, well, how so? Explain. And then we could educate each other, but it's not that deep. And I don't want to argue with people. It's not fun unless it's like with somebody I'm cool with.
But you don't talk to me in chat, so I don't believe.
Well, that's because I can't see when I don't know how to fix it.
Make it fucking happen.
I've been trying. I think one of my mods did it, and I can't figure out how to undo it. And I literally contacted YouTube at one point. It's you and like 3 other people that come to my chat that have to use alts to be in my chat because I can't figure out how to get them like unhidden. It makes no sense. I went to your channel. Listen, I showed you. I went to your channel to see if you were hidden. You are not hidden. I went to my block list on Google and on YouTube. You're not there. So I have no fucking idea. I think maybe you might have accidentally caught a stray. Maybe that's what happened, but I have no clue and I don't know how to fix it.
I can't think of a reason I might would have caught a stray. Usually when I was in your chat, not to bring up old shit, but it was, I would say the drama with the girl shit that was happening, and I was like simping for one of them. So I was in there a lot with that. But
I think that maybe somebody might have either timed you out because maybe they didn't know we were cool. Because sometimes my mods be doing that. Like my mods be like, people will come in the chat and talk shit because they don't know that like we're cool or we're friends, or maybe they haven't seen you around, so they assume maybe that's what happened. I have no idea, but I just know that I have been trying to undo it for you and like a couple other people, and I don't know where it is.
I did, but I made myself like a bad person. I was simping. We don't simp around here. We don't do that. So
listen, I don't think people have to necessarily simp. Like people can just be nice to each other. It doesn't have to be simp. Oh, Dax, I'll shit talk the shit out of you and I'll win. I guarantee it. I can't wait. I can't wait to get on stream with you, Dax. It's going to be fucking fun because I'm going to just run circles around you and then knock you out with a titty or 2.
You know what? Hold on. Dax can't get titty contact if I ain't had titty contact.
No, you brought my titties into our argument on Twitter. I'm still mad at you for that.
I'm trying.
I know you ain't bring up my titties like it's a net negative over there. Talk about, yeah, you saying that with them titties, and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like, what you talking about? Whatever. You know what you said. You know what you said. That shit was.
I know what I said. No, you told me. You said I know you didn't say that with your whole chest. I'm like, I know you ain't the one talking about chest. You said that dumb shit with all of your chest.
No, you said that shit with your whole chest. Talk about, oh, why you always trying to? You no, get out of here with this whole black on black crime shit. I'm not. No,
Don't ship me in saggy. I like a southern woman. She from fucking north. I don't fuck around up there.
Well, you got something against northern people? Hold on. Let me do the. Listen here, sugar. Okay, I'm just saying. I know I'm from Boston, but I can be southern sometimes. I don't know. I can channel a little bit of my southern belle. I did spend some time down in Florida. I know it's not south, but it's Florida. Okay, so I'm just saying.
Saggy, I don't know what accent you got going right now, bro.
I'm
it's in the middle.
I've convinced people I'm from the South. I had people say, "What part of the South you from, honey?" I said, "I'm not really from the South. I just put on the accent and somewhere from down south, a little bit of southern drawl, not a good one, but it's a little bit." So I mean,
get better. The more you do it, the better it gets.
I mean, it takes me a while to get the rhythm, sugar. So
you gotta find
it.
You gotta find it.
I'm just saying, listen, I support Keke Palmer being Rogue. Okay, I think she could pull it off, being beautiful and black and southern. I don't know if you ever seen the clip of her cosplaying as Rogue, but she had my knickers in a twist.
I did, bro. I saw all that shit. Fuck no, I don't want to see Keke Palmer as no Rogue.
I mean, she did a little skit and it was funny, and I was like, I can see Keke being Rogue.
You know what? Magma. I don't know what Magma originally looked like because she was a white girl. I think she was introduced in the Ultimate Alliance game. Maybe she was introduced in the comic or later. I know she was part of the newer X-Men team though, so I don't know. I don't know what came first, the comic or the game. But she was white in the game, but they made her black in X-Men Evolution. So maybe Keke Palmer can play Mac.
So the thing that I want to remind people too about animation, right? Because like there are a lot of people that get mad about certain race swaps and stuff, but there are sometimes like people really need to dive deeper, and I always like to research. So One Piece is a perfect example of a lot of people being upset about the actor's race in certain characters, and I'm like, the original creator of the characters even said this character was originally supposed to represent Indian people, right? And obviously it made sense because like their kingdom is in a desert. And if the original creator saying I initially wanted them to be this specific race, but the reason why I didn't is because again, in certain cultures, right, especially old characters from certain day, having black people or people of color in certain, it wouldn't hit the same, right? Like the audience, a lot of racism was still a thing. Okay, so certain characters were purposely made white to appeal to readers of these comic books, and the creator would come out and say, no, I always wanted this character to be black, but I couldn't do it in the time because the time didn't call for it. And it's fucked up. But that's what thing too, like a lot of these people that are crying woke, I'm like, well, some of this shit's not woke. It's just the original creators wanted these characters to look this way, but they made them white because they had to. So I could see back in the day them wanting to make Rogue maybe black, but they already had Storm. So like we can't have too many black people in the fucking X-Men. Because we want more white people. The white people, too many black people. We're pushing the envelope with Storm being black. So they said Storm's black, Rogue's white. I feel like Rogue would have been black. Her hair design, her design, her original design, she more of a southern black lady. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying Rogue was black. I like southern white Rogue, but I like the addition of new colored characters. So Spike from X-Men Evolution was dope. I think he should be canon, a real thing. Maybe he is at this point. But he also was kind of a copy of the Morlocks. What was that one name? Marrow. So, I didn't like for that reason, but I did like seeing this young, cool black kid on a skateboard.
Right.
Also, I do push back on Dax because, he hate the race swaps and all that. But, and again, they hate when I talk about black issues and representation issues. But a lot of the shit was created during a time where black people weren't allowed to create. And people didn't want to see or they didn't accept colored characters on screen. So I'm mad at some of these motherfucking race swaps that happen. Like Man at Arms. Man at Arms, that shit came out in the 80s with He-Man. I'm like, look, you fucking changed her. Betty Boop was pale as fuck. I don't think she should be black. Anyway, I understand.
Hold on, wait, AJ. You know Betty Boop was based on a black woman, right?
I know that. But
yeah,
but she's been pasty white, and you can't say because it was black and white, because they could have just went with a lighter shade of gray if they want to portray her as a black woman. So,
but that's the thing, right? That right there, what you just said. You know how you just said, why do you accept this stuff, Saggy? Why do you accept the treatment of black people in entertainment? Why do you accept the fact that a black woman was used to create an iconic character and got zero recognition till decades later?
Because just because you create a character based off of a real person, that person has no right to your character. You looked at them and said, "Oh, this makes me think of this personality." Or
bro, they didn't even AJ. They didn't just take her likeness. They took the voice, like her singing voice, the boop boop be doo. That was her. She was a singer, and they didn't give her credit, and they didn't even acknowledge that they were inspired by her. For the longest time, nobody even knew the woman existed.
You don't have to. I'm trying to think of an example. I feel like
basically what you're saying is it's okay to take away from black people because it's an inspiration.
It's okay. Equally, it's okay to take from every real world person to draw real world inspiration.
So it's okay that Elvis took music away from black people. He used black people music and made that a thing.
Is
and none of the black people got credit
for that he heard some black music and made his own version?
Eminem even gave credit to black artists for the inspiration for him to be a rapper. Don't even give me that bullshit.
I mean, that's fine, but if a person don't, then it is what it is. I'm not my characters, my shit's clearly inspired by, real world or fictional characters I've seen. That don't mean I gotta go and thank the motherfucker. Oh, thank you for helping me create this character. Thank you for helping me. No, motherfucker, you didn't. I looked at you and developed this idea on my own.
Hold on, wait a minute. Boneyard, pause. If y'all didn't know that Morph was gay until the 97 X-Men came out, I don't know what y'all were paying attention to, but his relationship with Wolverine even back then was gay as fuck. His obsession with Wolverine was gay as fuck. That wasn't no best friend relationship. Y'all are bugging. Y'all are grown men not understanding that, like, yes, men can be friends with other men, but Morph was way too obsessed. Like, morphed into Jean Grey. Bro, to fuck with Wolverine because he was in love with Wolverine, bro. He was so jealous of Jean Grey, it wasn't even funny.
I'm not going to speak like I actually remember because I'm a big X-Men fan, but I wasn't a huge fan of the show. I did read some comic books that I came across and I played the games. Yes, of course I watched the show, but my favorite X-Men were Iceman and Nightcrawler. And they were
go back and watch clips of Morph and Wolverine, bro. That even in the 90s, even when I was a kid, I felt like that relationship was weird. I even knew that was gay when I was a child. Before I even understood gay, I was like, this is weird. Why is he
though? So
listen, listen, Morph was very gay, even in the old OG like animation. Like he was obsessed with Wolverine.
Look, I'm not. And the thing with characters that can morph, or like Deadpool being the whole pansexual thing or whatever, with some characters, it's like, you know what? I think I can understand if some characters like have powers or here long enough, then they just like, you know what? Let me go fuck this and see what it's about. So I'm not totally opposed to the idea of it happening, but I don't know, to just
Deadpool being pansexual made sense considering his character. Like he'll stick his dick in anything. Like, let's keep it above.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, especially with you being so aware of this whole other world and you just being a character. It's like, hey, there's no consequences. Fuck it, like. Yeah. I can understand some characters doing it, but like turning Iceman gay is just fucking wild.
Right. Well, Boneyard, yes and no. Like Morph was fucking with screwing with Wolverine because of Sinister, but Sinister brought out like look at that scene again.
Don't say that because you saying Sinister brought out something in Morph is the same shit as these current creators saying Jean Grey brought out that shit in Iceman.
Okay, can you hear me out though? Listen.
What's up?
So you don't remember the scene, but I do. I was a big fan of the 90s X-Men cartoon. So when that scene happened, right? when Sinister like kind of fucked with Morph and Morph was evil, right? Sinister brought out of Morph all of his inner feelings he had about the team. Like he was mad that when he fucking disappeared or when they thought he was dead, like they didn't fucking save him. He was mad that they didn't look for him. They didn't save him. They didn't even check to see if his body was there. Like he was mad about that. He also was mad and made a point of saying like, y'all didn't make me feel like I was part of the fucking team. And then that's when he went in on Wolverine and was like, you know, you've never really treated me like I wanted to be treated. Like the way he was mad at Wolverine was so personal that like he morphed into Jean Grey and flirted with Wolverine. Like he was just like, oh, is this what you want? Is this what you want? Like he was really saying like he wanted Wolverine. Like it was so obvious that Morph was so gay for Wolverine. It wasn't even funny, bro. Like with Wolverine, he was so mad at Wolverine out of everything. Like y'all couldn't like out of everybody there, he was mad at Wolverine. Like that was the biggest personal fucking hit he had, and Sinister brought that out of him. But that's I'm not saying like he brought the gay out like that. Morph was just gay for Wolverine. And then he allegedly died, right? He allegedly died. And then when he came back, he was took over by Sinister, and all of his fucking anger and feelings came out. And when we got to Wolverine, oh boy, was Morph like went in on him. He was more mad at Wolverine than anyone else. Like y'all could have just let me die, whatever. But you didn't love me like I love you, type shit. It was fucking gay as hell.
All right, look. So I'm just gonna bring this up because I was talking about Magma. So this is Magma. Y'all can see that, right? So yeah, she a white girl. But yeah, I think they made her a little tan in X-Men Evolution. Yep, there she go. I'm cool with that. It's whatever.
She's probably Latina. She looked more Latina.
Mexican now, maybe. But this is another issue I had with fucking MCU live action. So this is what Darwin's supposed to look like, just an alien. Somehow, some person said, you know what? We gonna make him black. Somehow that looks like a black man.
So they do. So it's not. So it's how do I explain the alien black people thing? So it's kind of it's kind of like the gingers, right? Like since there's not many natural iconic gingers, and like, well, we could just put a black person here. But with the aliens, like with the aliens, it's like we can cast anyone to be an alien because an alien is not a race ethnicity, right? So like if we're gonna give black people a role, we're just gonna make them aliens. That to me is like so fucking offensive, but at the same time kind of funny. Cause like
it's funny as fuck, bro.
Most black people are casted as fucking alien species or fucking gingers, bro. Like I don't understand the ginger genocide. Like, if y'all want to really talk about discrimination, I think fucking natural redheads are the most discriminated in the fucking industry, and y'all really need to have that conversation.
Don't do that. No, we know about that. No, let's hold on to our, let's hold on to our struggle. Don't do it.
Bro,
they didn't even give this. They didn't even make this man. Black. I feel you. Yeah, I'm. That is terrible. There's something going on, and people still watch the mainstream, but whatever. They couldn't even make this black man bald. He got an afro. So he's a whole African American, bro.
Oh, you remember One Piece? Do you remember the controversy about the skeleton dude?
No, I don't remember a controversy. I
remember. Have you seen? Did you see the One Piece live action?
No, I watched some of it.
Okay, so you know
I saw Brooke though.
I forget the character's name. I didn't watch One Piece that far. I could do. The dude, the skeleton dude with the afro.
Brooke, yes.
Yes, Brooke. So in the live action, yeah. So in the live action, when you see Brooke as a human, he's a black man.
I saw him. Okay.
And so everyone was mad about it, and I'm like, well, number one, the motherfucker is dead and he's bones, and number two, like the original creator said the same thing. He was supposed to be a black guy, like he was based on a black jazz person. The motherfucker has an afro.
He's based off of Jimi Hendrix.
And he is right. He's the Soul King. He was meant to be black, so they casted him as a black man. Like, I don't understand why we're so mad about things that we don't understand. And again, when it comes to Japan, I want to educate people on this, okay? When it comes to Japan don't have many native black people in Japan. So, like, they don't know how to properly depict us. And when they've tried, and they've tried to bring it to us, we were mad about it because they make us blackface. They made us blackface. Fucking Mr. Popo is a great example. And in
Mr. Popo is not black.
But hold on. But Mr. Popo is not black, but he's Indian. But they also depict him as blackface. It's just a fact. It's just a fucking fact, right?
I feel you. To try to justify that, I would say that's more so the art style, as opposed to them choosing to depict black people that way. Because then I would say, did they do that first, or did they see white people draw us in those cartoons, and they was like,
correct.
"Oh, so this is how we gonna draw black people."
No, that's the thing. You are correct. You are correct. But again, because Japan doesn't usually draw people of color, and a lot of the times, like, people of color aren't really a thing in their stories. But when they want to include black people, they do so in a way where it's like, you like, for us, we could tell they're meant to be black. Like, I don't care what y'all motherfuckers say. Piccolo's a nigga. Sorry, I had to say it.
No, he ain't. But I will say
no,
that
he is. He is. What? Are you kidding me? Piccolo is black as fuck.
Usually, what I was gonna say is usually
cut that out.
If I remember correctly, the black characters are cool though. So it's not like they draw ugly, dumb. Like, they didn't depict us like old white America depicted us. They just
Piccolo is a black man. Piccolo is a black man. I don't care what you say.
Piccolo is not black, but
Piccolo is black. Piccolo is black. You can't tell me Piccolo ain't black. There's no way you can tell me he is not based on a black man. No.
Hey, you just pulled a Marvel Darwin and just made
no.
If
you know what? I'm disappointed in you now, AJ. We were having a calm conversation. Now I'm mad at you because, like, ain't no way you're gonna sit here with your whole chest and tell me Piccolo is not a black guy.
He black energy. I say the Saiyans are black. The Saiyans are closer to black than Piccolo is.
Nah, see, that's racist because they turn into giant monkeys. That's crazy.
Yes, a naturally aggressive people, a people who on the brink of death, somehow come back stronger. Black resilience, bro. Saiyans are black.
Not AJ saying the fucking species that turn into giant fucking apes are closer to being black than Piccolo is wild.
Yeah, I'm a beast, bro. I acknowledge
fucking wild. There's no way you said that with your fucking serious. No, Piccolo.
You mean to tell me if slaves could turn into a bunch of giant apes and just end that shit?
Oh my god, I can't, bro. Like,
that's the multiverse. That's the one I want to live in.
Goku is the whitest character in that show. Goku's always like, "Hey, neighbor."
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend. Like, what do you mean?
What your hands look like?
Vegeta does have the black mannerism, sure, whatever. But like, Goku is so like, Goku be like the black dude who was raised by white people. Ain't no way. Like, there's no way you're gonna tell me that Saiyans are black people.
Nah, Goku like the when you see. Now I know we see the videos of black people kicking everybody's ass, but you also see the videos of black people being real inviting of others coming in and wanting to enjoy our culture and our space.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of Japanese creative works that are like, a lot of the characters are meant to be black, but because the creator's afraid of how the Japanese readers will perceive it, they just make them white, even though they have black features like afros and shit. And then, but then when they started like making black people kind of offensive looking and they brought over here, people are like, yeah, we're not watching that. And they want US money. So of course they're going to start making black characters more representational, and people will say it's woke. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. Japan's been woke before woke was a word. Okay. Cross-dressing and homosexuality is a thing in Japan before it was, before you came here. So anytime people say that Japan's gone woke, I'm like, y'all are the most ignorant people in the planet, and I can't stand y'all.
But I think when a lot of people say that, to be fair, I think a lot of them are saying is they're helping to push an agenda, as opposed to like Samurai Champloo, one of my favorite animes, and that gay dude in there, I think he was from Europe. Maybe they made him gay because he was from Europe. No, because they had I think it was more gay shit in there too, though. But it was just there. Like, it wasn't hey, let's talk about it, or some headline like, hey, we got this character, and they come out talking about like, yeah, we wanted to represent these people.
So traditionally in Japan, there were male geishas. Okay, that's number one. cross-dressing has been a thing. Cross-dressing in Asia is perceived as cute or adorable or playful.
Cross-dressing across races. To be honest, I think they would have been fucking Elliot Page instead of just letting them fight. Like he would have been there for pleasure as well.
What I'm saying is, in Japan, cross-dressing has been a thing for centuries. Okay, even in feudal era Japan, geishas were men. Homosexuality was not frowned upon as heavily because whatever reasons, but like being gay, being a cross-dresser, it wasn't frowned upon in Japan for a long time. It's part of their culture. So what the fuck? That's a big ass spider, bro. Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
Is you about to end the stream right now?
There's a big spider crawling on my wall. That bitch is a daddy longer legs. Holy shit, I gotta get my shoe. Hold on, bitch. I gotta
don't do that. Don't do that.
I gotta kill Spider-Man. No, I don't want that bitch in my house, bro. Laying eggs and shit. Nah, he got to go. Sorry, sir. Hold on. Oh, you was a big bitch. I should hold on. Let me see if I can turn on my camera.
Dildo ain't come through, Molly.
Look at that bitch.
I don't see it. I think I see it. You know something else that's funny though with the page thing.
Oh, hold on.
I was thinking, I was like, well, Shakespeare cross-dressed. A lot of them cross-dressed.
Oh no, sir. Oh no, sir. Not today. No, not
can't
today.
even focus.
Oh hell no. That bitch is big. I can't believe you can't see it. Oh my
god. Motherfucker ain't finna jump on your face, bro.
Oh no, hell no. I don't know. If I leave it alone, it might jump on my. I gotta kill that bitch. Hold on. Spider-Man got to go.
He gonna stay over there and he hope
there ain't gonna be no brand new day. No brand new day. Your day's over, sir. Sorry.
No way home.
Lord forgive me. I gotta take you out, sir. Sir. No. Oh, you bitch, you moving. No. Die. No, I missed. Oh shit, he dropped.
Good. Nope. If I missed the first time, I let him live. That means it wasn't meant. It wasn't meant for me to take their life.
Oh no, Lord.
Saggy, let him live.
No, he too big. I don't want him here. You don't pay rent, sir.
Saggy, he not doing that to you.
I don't know where he went.
Good. Let him live.
No, he got to go. Where you go, boy? You better be hiding in my vent. Oh hell no! I can't believe I missed.
Saggy, I'm about to end it. We done. I got to go to work in the morning.
I'm scared.
Chat says otherwise. I don't see dildo.
I'm scared. That bitch was big. I'm scared. I'm keeping this bitch right next to me. This little big fucking swifter thing. Okay, yeah, you can end the stream because I got a spider to hunt.
Thanks. All right, y'all. Just let it bite you, become Spider-Woman. No, you got to put it in the microwave for a little bit first. Let it get radio.
That thing was big, bro. You know what's funny is apparently daddy longlegs are very venomous, but their fangs aren't strong enough to penetrate skin. But if it was, they are very venomous. Mm-hmm.
Let them live. All right, Saggy, we going.
All right.
Peace. It was fun.
It was fun arguing with you. Love y'all. Thank you all for being here for the argument.
If you want to hop on the stream tomorrow, you can. So there you go. I'll send you an invite.
All right, I'll let you know. I got some stuff I gotta do tomorrow, but I'll let you know.
All right. Peace, people. We're about to do this.
We're here to take control of our anger. Let's start with a little role playing. I'll be you. You be a Powerpuff Girl. Hello, Bubbles.
Hello, Mr. Mojo.
I'm sensing some hostility. Why are you so upset?
I go to the mini-mart. I see this. Does anyone ask Mojo's permission? No. Does Mojo make any money? No. Powerpuff Girls take everything!
Calm down.
We'll see how calm you are when I destroy the world.
Let's do a little perspective check. Mojo's upset over a keychain. Now he wants to destroy the world. Is that reasonable?
Sounds reasonable.
Who here wants to destroy the world? What are we here to take control of?
The universe!
No, our emotions, our anger. So let's take all our anger and put it in a little ball and let it go. Release your anger.
Cartoon Network, the best place for cartoons.